We're live. How's it going? Didn't actually know we were live there. I thought we were gonna just seek into the Gran Turismo Cafe on a bit of a timed situation, but it's actually it's come up very soon. Actually, I thought we were gonna switch to a couple of cool scenes of me driving the car first, which I prepared, but I haven't orchestrated the OBS situation correctly for tonight. But look, it's not going to be a hectic one. It's just a bit of an unwinder. It's an unwinder. Thank you very much there, Aiden the Average, Bruno, how's it going there, Ronan, Michael Kearney, Dave, John D, who asks, is there a crisp San Pel in the cafe? They actually don't do it. They're all about the beans. And in the Gran Turismo Cafe, I had many different names that I recommended. I said, don't go with Gran Turismo Cafe, it's too obvious. You know, I suggested lots of different names. Bean Blasters, Mad About Beans, the Bean Hut, the Magic Bean Machine. Actually have a list of them somewhere. Thanks very much there, Andy the Fork Sensual Piece of Pudding and Aiden the Average. And I actually have to say thank you very much to a couple of tippers who tipped after Tommy had fucked off on last night's running stream. I believe he did, well, walking and running. I tuned into it. What a disaster. The man really doesn't understand how to operate live streaming and camera and lighting. He doesn't understand it, you know. But he's a nice guy. But he needs to learn how to put on a stream. You know, at least when you tune into my one, the camera is crisp, the driving is top notch. The various names for coffee restaurants and coffee cafe houses, like the Gran Turismo Cafe, are plentiful. I've got a list, I'm gonna open that list in a minute. Conrad, thanks very much there, and Trofer. And Bean Schlug. I'm not a Mudbug Cafe, thank you very much. Mr. and Mrs. Pacework, Aldi Socks, and Aiden the Average, who tipped last night. Thanks very much for the for that on behalf of Thomas Schlug. I was just chatting to Ed Welburn here in the Gran Turismo Cafe. He's a great guy, he's top notch. Bean Schlug, thanks very much. He's a top notch dude. He's really down to earth. He plays the violin like Paganini, but he doesn't brag about it, you know, he doesn't let on about that. He did sell his soul to the devil, and he's very honest about that. He's very open. That's just Welburn, you know. Gordy took my CBD, thank you very much there, and Conrad as well. Like the ambassador, you're spoiling us, thank you very much, and Christian Irwin. Just a few nice, serene, clean laps. As I say, we like to do it clean here, and also last week I believe it was a silver situation. Gold was promised. I think maybe too much was made of the situation, and we overshot our mark, let's just say that. Shite Guides, thanks very much for the grant, and Schult as well. Shite Guide says, Connor, I'm 37. I don't have a pension or any savings. Any advice? It's never too early or too late to start a pension fund. It's never, ever too late. Schultz, thank you very much for that as well. We got here on our news machine here, Kaylin Clark, LSU. I'm not sure if these news tickers are updating, because we were getting news about Elon Musk's blue check mark purge. Ashton Kutcher's Sound Ventures backs Fei Fei Lee's World Labs. Don't know about that. Cillian Murphy open to people sending ideas for Cork stories to bring to the big screen. Beg your pardon. A bit late for me, says Conrad. Have to go to bed. Night chat, night conzo. Conrad, I don't want to hear about that. It's. I mean, fair play to you for going to sleep, but I mean, I can't have that. I think Francis might have actually said this on stream before as well, where it's, we need to keep the morale going here, and when there are trophies at stake, when there's reputations on the line, do you know, when when Goose are watching, Yurzi, thank you very, very much. When Yurzi Hearn is throwing in Franny Leibovitz amounts of goosage into the tank box, then any sort of retreat or attitude which suggests at an early bed, suggests that we're putting the car into the garage and we're going to turn it in for the night, it infects me. It's like a bad virus. It's like COVID meets Ebola meets fucking H1Z1, swine flu, all of the above. Biden alarmed at Georgia's disputed election and Russian laws. I think that might be a new one. Not sure if it is. What's the, I do not agree with you, BBC, trying to fucking get my cookie data. Biden alarmed Georgia's dispute. When was this? I just need to check the date of this news. What the hell is going on? It just says just now. It has to be new. Steve Bannon released from jail. Nigerian MP apologizes after viral taxi slapping video. Is that a new situation? JP Morgan, thank you very much. Thank you very much. And Conrad, thank you very much there. Conrad said it's not a retreat, it's a reconnaître, military term. Thank you very much. I'm not au fait avec mon français, so please go easy on me with the French. Although I was there over the summer as a guest of honor for Eurosport. Mick, thanks very much. They're just having a look here at this situation here. Conrad, don't be pulling rank on me, okay? Thanks for the tip, though. Nick, thank you. Nigerian MP Alex Ikwechegh has apologized after a video went viral of him slapping and verbally abusing a taxi driver. You've driven all you can drive. Thank you very much, Wells Fargo. Who had come to deliver food to his house. So what kind of situation is this where people are slapping others who are just simply delivering food to your gaff, you know? I sincerely apologize, he says, for my words and actions during the incident. As a public servant, I understand the weight of my role. Pity you didn't understand the weight of the fucking slaps, huh, Alex? How my words can impact others, said the politician who was questioned by police by the incident on Sunday evening. Bolt driver Stephen Abuwatsea accepted a job to deliver some snails. The story gets even more bizarre as we scroll down, and it's just another reason I have that ticker up there. Somebody was saying, you know, get rid of the ticker, it's annoying. But it does provide a few random punches to the gut in news format as well. Let's just have a look at that coffee underneath. Look at that coffee there. It's a beautiful Americano. It's a real tasty Americano. Where are we with the snail? Back to the snail man here. Snail jab extraordinaire. The Nigerian MP Stephen. Oh, sorry, that's the Bolt driver. The Bolt driver, Stephen, accepted a job to deliver some snails in Abuja and began recording their conversation after an argument started over payment. The lawmaker had accused the driver of disrespecting him and went on to slap him in the clip. What appeared to have angered the 44-year-old politician from Abia State was the driver's request that he come outside to collect the delivery of snails. So you think I will give you money with the way you've spoken to me? He asked in the video recording. Mr. Abuwatsea responded, I did a job for you and you have to pay me, sir. The MP then phoned the snail seller to complain about the driver's behavior. How can this stupid idiot come to my house and tell me that I'm supposed to come and meet him in his car and pick up snail that I'm buying from you? You've driven all you Can you imagine this rat? Thank you very much, Chris. I can make this man to disappear in the whole of Nigeria. Nothing would happen. I'm actually living the words here as I'm reading, and it's a beautiful, beautiful news item which has just hit me between the eyes here. And thank you very much, Liam Rogers. Hey Cons, I hope your Tuesday is goose-tastic. Can you please give a big shout out to my fiancée Shauna for passing her driving test today? You'll meet her on the Mighty Eiger soon. Great stuff, Liam. Thank you very much for that, and big shout out to the fiancée there, and well done, Shauna, for the driving test pass. That's a great little situation. I still remember the first time I passed. Did it first time. Very, very simple. Very easy for me. I know it's not for a lot of people, but for someone like me who's I've so many silver trophies, but I have a hell of a lot more gold trophies in the cabinet, from Germany to Japan, North America, Brazil, countless European sojourns, the Alps. You know, it was nothing to me. I won trophies before. I was like the Lou Dog. The way Lou Dog was saying last week, you know, he wakes up every day and remembers 7 times world champion, you know? That's the way I felt going into the driving test. The same way the Lou Banger probably feels when he goes into a race, although not now, but soon enough. But next year maybe, when he's with Ferrari, you know? Bin McBin in the chat there, how are you getting on? You say, to whom amongst us have not threatened an Uber driver's life? Well, not me anyway, but I have got very annoyed, you know, when I wasn't going to empathize with this guy, but I have to. But I did actually order snails and had it delivered via Uber Eats in Paris, but the only thing I took issue with there was just the length of time it took to deliver the snails, which was absolutely ridiculous, you know. I didn't slap anyone, and you know, I just said to him, "It's later than you said it was gonna be, man. Oh, here's the don't still gonna tip, but it's later than you said it was gonna be." Didn't get aggressive or anything. Didn't. It's just a very gentle scolding. Thank you very much there, the neck of you. Good to see you on stream. Just wondering why you'd suggest pairing with a crisp. What you'd suggest pairing with a crisp Chardonnay I picked up down in Fallon and Burn. I mean, what are you cheesing? Are you going cheesing? Or are you more of a cracker man? Or are you going to combine the two? White wine for me, it's a cheese and cracker situation. I only pair red with full-bodied main course meals. That said, if it's a summer salad setup, then you know, I could be persuaded to go for a glass of white, or you know, even a bit of sparkle or a prosecco, or you know, whatnot. If I've won a trophy, if it's a golden cup or a chalice, then yeah, it doesn't matter what's going in there, it's gonna get drank. But if you are in Fallon and Burn, then yeah, get to the deli, get to the counter, get to those cheeses, see what specials they've got going, see what they've got in this week. Tommy Snail, thank you very much, and Brain Snail, thank you very much as well, and Sligo Spiders. You might put out a PSA that Zurich customers can avail of a nice tax refund on their pension AVCs, but they better get in quick for the end of this month to benefit against the 2023 tax year. Thank you. And that's on top of the state as well. Peace, Pigeon. Thank you very much. Just want to wrap up the Nigerian snail slapper here, and we can get into just a bit of nice late lappery. What have we got here though? Can you imagine this rat? It's quoting this guy. I might just read his lines in an indignant fashion, just so that you really get a feel for how nasty this guy was. So, do you think I will give you my money
Somebody call Grant Thornton. We need an
County Kowloon boy, thank you very much. Do you honestly think I'll give you my money? Can't read it there and look down the camera as well at the same time. Do you honestly think I'll give you my money with the way you've spoken to me? I did a job for you, and you have to pay me. Oh, that's the taxi driver, I beg your pardon. That's the Uber driver who said that. I suppose I should do it in his voice. Oh, I did a job for you, man. I did a job for you, and you have to pay me. How can this stupid idiot... He's on the phone there with that one. Sorry, didn't know this was coming up, so the ad-lib is kind of taking a few speed bumps. And I'll say thank you to the lads. Carl Lover, DG, County Kowloon. I'll get you in a minute, lads. Thanks for the tip. I'm calling the snail man now. Don't give me that shit. I'm gonna have the snail man on the phone in a minute. He's gonna have your job. Yeah, Snailer. How's it going? It's Alex here, MP. Alex, Nigerian MP here. Yeah, what's going on with this guy? He's just after... Listen here, Snail Man. How can this stupid idiot come to my house and tell me I'm supposed to come and meet him in his car and pick up snail that I'm buying from you? Can you imagine this rat? I can make this man to disappear in the whole of Nigeria and nothing would happen. Cut it out, Snailio. You're slime. I'm just adding a bit of extra oomph. You're slime, you know that? Yeah, he doesn't care. How dare you? How... I will beat you up. These are the actual words he's saying. Not even having to throw these in. I will beat you up. I will show you that I'm a big brother to you. I will slap the hell out of you. Lie you down and lock you in. I don't want to keep reading this out, guys. It's actually too dark, and I can't believe this MP is still employed. Surely he should have been sacked. Do you know? I'm just gonna have to read it as in. The man said, this is a quote now, I will slap the hell out of you, lie you down, and lock you in my generator house. How dare you? When Mr. Abuwatsea later made it clear he was recording, the MP challenged him to call the police chief. Ben Walters, thanks for the Grant Thornton there. The recording stopped when it appeared the MP grabbed the phone. In a later clip, the driver is seen bare-chested and alleges the politician tore his shirt off and had slapped him 3 times in total. In a statement on Monday, the police said they're investigating the matter and urged people to refrain from using the Inspector General of Police's name to intimidate others. In a statement on Tuesday, your man extended his heartfelt apologies to the police chief, recognizing the unintended disparagement my remarks may have caused this person, his office, and the entire institution. He also apologized to the House of Representatives. So that's that, yeah. That's your man there. Alex Ikweshe, who said that the affair had been a humbling reminder of the necessity for restraint and self-control. Ben Walters, thank you very much. Did Tommy make it home, Connor? He did, yeah. I think so. I hope he did. I can't be... I actually don't know. I hope he did. But I mean, I said thank you to the people who tipped after the stream. I mean, that's my end of the bargain done. Car Lover, thank you very much. How do you balance the fleeting nature of automotive innovation with the romantic notion of the car as a timeless work of art? Interesting question. I was just actually discussing this with Ed Welburn in the Gran Turismo Cafe, and he said that cars are like life. You don't know sometimes where they're taking you, unless you've actually decided where it's going to go. So, I mean, that's how you balance it. Sometimes far further. Thank you very much for that tip. I hope you're getting on well, buddy. He said, make plans. Get them done. Tomorrow, who knows? This is the words of Ed now, not me. He said, make plans. Get them done. Tomorrow, who knows? The cafe will be here. The car might not be. If you've got it insured, you're definitely going to be sleeping safe tonight. I said, Ed, nobody says it better than you, buddy. I stroked his bald pate and slapped him across the face. And he said, thank you. I deserved that. I said, I know you do. You deserve that and so much more. And he said, what do you mean? I said, I don't know where I was going with that. Don't read too much into it. It's nothing weird. Brooklyn Spooky, thank you very much there. Far further, how are you? I was out clubbing at the Brick Pit Friday night and witnessed a guy holy chanting in the bathroom. Just kind of a bit of chocodemus there. I grabbed him and asked him if he was fine. He said absolutely not. Then climbed into the toilet bowl and tried to flush himself down. Like in Harry Potter. I wouldn't know, I've never watched or read any of those books. A lot of people do like them. But not my cup of tea. Wizards and elves and all that kind of stuff never got into it, never took my fancy at all. Any more tracks in the pipeline? Asked Ben. Really loved your Forza inspired tunes. I feel I've shortchanged the likes of yourself, Ben, and many others who probably come to the stream for the audacity, the audio drive. Feel like I've shortchanged you since returning there last week, you know. Nothing prepared. Only the love of the track. And again tonight, more of the same, but with less emphasis on trying to go for gold. No grinding tonight. More of a kind of easy, laissez-faire Gran Turismo Cafe collection book, menu book stream. Because when it gets into those hard, thanks very much Lonster for the goose, when it gets into those hard yard hours of the night, those 1 a.m.s, those 2 a.m.s, and you're going for gold, you're going for bust, it's a lot on the senses.
Somebody call Grant Thornton. We need an
Scudder Mountain, thank you very much. And Eric's my last name. Konzo, is there any truth to the rumours you'll be running in Dublin Central for the general election? Lips are sealed at the moment, but I'm doing a lot of work behind the scenes, pulling strings,
Somebody call Grant Thornton. We need an auto.
just ringing up journalists, setting the record straight with some of the editors, the political editors, some of the big papers, you know. I won't tell you which parties I'm working for, but I basically do a good line in freelance PR, crisis management, and communications for a lot of different people, and a lot of people in the political sphere as well, you know. But watch this space. Watch this space. This is the Musk purge of blue check marks here on top of the. This is an old headline. I don't know why these are like 2 years old, these headlines. I don't know why they're cropping up now. Brain Schnell, thank you very much.
You've driven all you can drive.
DG, have a Sam Pelly on me, thank you very much. Simon Jacobs, thank you very much. How do snails pair with the Pellegrino? Just like anything else. Wonderful. Wonderful. And it's all in how you prepare the snail as well, you know. I mean, snail prep, that's 95% of the job. I mean, eating and enjoying, that's just what you get. That's your reward really for really going out there and hunting the snails. I saw one last night when I was tuned into Schlug's insufferable stream, it has to be said. The Windy Apple, thank you very much. He saw a beautiful snail on a wall there, and I was just looking and going, that little guy would go well with a side plate of beautiful spicy wedges. Because I don't really like to go too posh when I do eat snails. I like to mix it up with a bit of nice tasty tuck. Get your onion rings in there. Get your lightly dusted as well in kind of aromatic spices, these wedges that you've made, sweet potato wedges as well. And as for the snail, just fucking boil it alive. Absolutely wonderful stuff. Thank you very much there, Wanty, as well, for the tip. What's up, buddy? Looking forward to the auspicious laps, and here's to some lovely gold troves. Let's get going here. Less about the snail spice bags there. Tom Tube, you sound like you're a man in the know. You must have had an old snail spice bag or a slug butty yourself. I do allow my snails to feed off budgerigar shit, and that seems to give them a real solid sustenance. It just adds to their texture, really brings the snail into a new realm. And I have a friend who has a few budgies, and he saves all his budgie shit. I just compile that into one solid, almost like a kind of fucking schlitter of budgie cock, and it's hard, and it goes well. And I put the snail on that, and he just goes around it like it's a globe, kind of like James and the Giant Peach situation. Let's just get back to the Gran Turismo Cafe here. Ben Walters, thank you very much, and SK as well. Long Drive Champ 2025, thank you very much, and the Windy Apple again there. Let's ask Ed Welburn, see what he's at there. Hi Ed, how's it going, bud? I think it's my first time seeing you here. This is Ed to me. Jimmy Snail, thank you very much. Jimmy Snail's in the house, Ed. He's in the cafe. He wants to know if you're doing matcha. And there's no answer from Ed there, Jimmy. But I checked the menu. It's purely old school, kind of Italian vibe. They don't do any of that new school shite. I think this is my first time seeing you here, says Ed. It's not. We've just been having the crack earlier on. I've told everyone. Are you the driver of this A45 AMG? I am indeed. Let's crank up the Sati there. While we chat it out there categorically here, Ed. I am indeed. It's a sweet machine. What do you know about it? What can you tell me about it that I don't already know? Sarah, how's it going? Tupo, thank you very much. Almost forgot I was broken up with today. That's a sad situation, Sarah. Tupo is available. If you're a man or a woman, who knows what you're into, Sarah. Almost forgot I was broken up with today, says Tupo, but one look at the pension balance and I'm soaring the clouds again. It's great that somebody can fall back on that as, a backup in the event of an emotional and tortuous separation. Snail bag und 9mm slime. Four silence shots there. Thanks for the tip. You were the design chief at GM for all those years. Sarah's asking me this, or is Sarah asking Ed this? It's a strange, strained conversation. We don't know what direction these. That's a lovely bit of
all you can drive.
vinegar. Thank you very much. Correct. My name is Ed Welburn. Nice to meet you, and please just call me Ed. Let's crank that down. Sorry, it's a bit loud. The Sati is a bit loud there. Nice to meet you. Please just call me Ed. It's truly an honor to meet you, Ed. This is great that Sarah and Ed are getting on well, but I mean, what's in it for me? As the vice president of GM Global Design, Ed helped to create some of the world's most famous cars. Listen to that. Some lovely stuff there. One really cool thing about the design of this car. He's not going to mention the delivery and the sponsors and the artwork. One really cool thing about the design of the car is how it does not rely on gimmicks. but it's rather a pure expression of functional beauty. The surfaces are well sculpted into tasteful shapes, and the body is muscular, with great proportions. Though the wheels are the largest of their kind, the car seems to almost hug the ground, kind of loves the ground, gives it its due diligence, gives it a little squeeze and a rub. Indeed, the Mercedes A45 AMG is being carefully designed to express a tough and cool attitude. I want one in my garage. You can't have one. There's only one of these limited editions at the moment. And it sensuously embraces the ground, CR. It's dead right. That was fascinating, says Sarah. And then look at the back there, that it's almost 6 o'clock really just is the last thing an opponent sees as I smoke them. Into the sunset, taking the gold trophy, sayonara, sweet dreams. Do you know, that's what we're going for today. Paul Mesnail, thank you very much. Wow, that was fascinating, thanks. Don't mention it, says Ed. I'd love to talk to you again sometime. Until then. And in a big puff of smoke, he just disappears like some sort of fucking magician. That's Ed. That's just what Ed does. That's who Ed is. That's who Ed isn't. Conversely, Grant Thornton, thank you very much there. Gavsy and Captain Sack saw someone having Grey Goose mixed with Bacardi Breezer at 6 a.m. in Dublin Airport last weekend. The boom is well and truly back. Look, if you can, do it. Why not? Better than pints at that time in the morning. And didn't know that they served in Dublin Airport at that time. If they had a 24-hour license, is that the magic of Dublin Airport? And is that only airside? Can you access that bar if you are a check-in desk side? I would like to know, just for future reference for safety, because I'm not sure if the early house is a situation anymore. I'll keep that in mind, says Sam. Goose and Breezer. Nope, says Sean. Tell me more there, Sean. You seem to have the inside scoop on the operating hours of the bar. I mean, I was there over the summer when I came back from Paris. I was in the bar, had to wait for a lift back from the airport. Auntie Trockner, thank you very much. So I was at the bar just outside there, and that's anyone can go there, but that's not airside. Is airside the 24-hour bad boy? Is it? Airside, you can sup away. Great stuff. I mean, it'd be worth even just buying a bargain basement Ryanair ticket, whatever you can find, just to get, well, provided it was in time as well. I mean, you're not going to get a bargain basement ticket hours before the flight, which is when you'd be allowed to check in and go through. I mean, how long can you go? I mean, if you had a ticket for 2 weeks away, that was 2 weeks, flying time was 2 weeks away, could you just rock up and go through to airside 2 weeks prior? I mean, there was that man who managed to go through and get on a fucking flight last year. Remember that news story? He managed to get all the way through and onto the fucking plane. I think there was didn't a child manage to get to New York? I think they've upped their security in Dublin Airport since then. And that's a lovely tune I haven't heard as well. I mean, look, we haven't even got to the track yet, but I've just been bombarded with a real sensory overload between the chocolate, the Nigerian MP giving slaps to the Uber snail deliverer, and lovely tunes. Ed's Head, Sarah's Quips, My Car, and you guys as well who've tuned in. It's a sensory overload. Kieran Crossan, thank you very much for the grant. Brain Snail, thank you very much. Aaron Flood, the Floodster, how's it going, bud? Beautiful car, Conzo. It's like Pat Kenny if he were an automobile. Anti-Trockner Conzo, I've been chatting to the guys about the latest incarnation of the Mercato Italiano range. And that's all you say. You don't you don't even ask a question or anything like that. You just wanted to tell me that. And it's great to be kept in the loop as well. Thank you very much, Spark Lynch. Let's have a quick look at this menu book here. See what we need to do. Petit Cours du Franc. Petit Cours du Franc. Which literally translates as Little Tracks of France. World Circuits finishing the top 3.
Ghost Cloud.
Senator, thank you very much for the tip. Take that out for the weekend book. Thank you very much. Gav C, well done, well Connor. Can you give a shout out to Paddy for playing a stormer in the Dublin Marathon? He's a big fan. Great stuff and well done, Paddy. And big shout out to everyone who completed that. Didn't look like it was a nice day for it. I could be wrong about that, but was it raining cats and dogs or cats and frogs or what's the story? Saw Colin Farrell managed to raise nearly €1 million for charity doing that. Fair play to him. Snowboarder got buried upside down in snow. See skier's quick reaction. Hopefully he's alive. This is old news again for 2023. March Madness. Need to update the ticker, lads. It's given us new news about the Nigerian MP Snail Slapper, and then it's hitting us with Shania Twain calls for equal pay and more diversity in country music. Click on that little doozy. See when that was released. 2-minute read. April 3rd, 2023. What's going on with the app? That's a long time since I've seen Shania Twain. And she's looking well. With the Stetson. Put that there. Renault 5. Thank you very much there for the tip. I was actually looking at the brand new Renault lineup out there. Was out there at Liffey Valley. Getting a few bits and bobs, and then set aside 45 minutes just to look at the Renaults. There, they have some real nice cars. Like I'd actually be seen in one. That's what I was thinking. The championship will take place in Alsace on a track that features plenty of inclines and declines. Great stuff. I'm really liking that. I love to get back to the Alsace region. Actually have a timeshare and a sweet little unit out there. Big man DD, thank you very much. My train got stuck on the way home from Connolly today. It was delayed by 2 hours. What would you do differently if you were in charge of Iarnród Éireann? It's a big upscaling adventure. That's how I pitch what my input would be to Iarnród Éireann. I'd say, look lads, are you ready to go on an adventure? One that's going to take us on rails around the country in a brand new way that you've never been before. Let's reimagine our train track system. Let's go maglev. Let's get the Chinese in. I know a few lads out in Beijing. I know a couple of buddies of mine out in Hong Kong. I know a fella in Shantou. I know a fella in Chongqing. I know a fella out there in the Guangdong province, somewhere in there. I don't know where exactly. But these guys are crazy Chinese train guys. And they will revolutionize our train track system. We've already got a lot of track around the country that's unused. I'm still on one here. Sean Perrell, thanks very much. We've already got a lot of unused train track. They're fucking thinking of doing away with them and turning them into greenways. We need to hop on that soon rather than later and get going. I don't care if we've not got the money. Let's get the money. Let's find the investment. Warner Killiam, thank you very much. And we're going Chinese maglev. Imagine it. 350 kilometer bullet train from fucking Limerick Junction to Limerick. Let's just, I mean, do we need Limerick Junction? I know that's gonna upset a few people. But the junction itself, what's going on with that? Surely we have some other way to get to Limerick without having to go there, or It's been a while, guys. I drive everywhere. It's been a while since I've took the train anywhere. But what we need is pure bullet action. None of this delay crack as well. Turns out that the au pair was... Oh, thanks very much, Sean Farrell. And Elm Baller, how's your golf game behaving these days? Khan was out on the Port Marnock links with client there the last day and had a ball. City burials. Thank you very much there. Just 1 sec. I will get onto the golf in a minute, but just getting back to Erin Road Aaron. I feel like you lost me there for a minute, guys, but I'm up against it. I was actually in the cafe with Ed. We were chatting about Mercs. I wasn't expecting to be put on the spot like this, but what I do know and what I can say is, please, don't put your feet on seats. You like that one? Thought you would. Maglevs. Do we have the money for it? No. How are we gonna get that money? I tell you how. We're gonna go on a fucking fully funded press junket to Shanghai next Tuesday weekday afternoon. We'll bring a few media with us as well. Create a bit of a fuzz bubble. Yeah? I'm gonna have a few backpacks full of fucking Backhurstian Pellegrino limited edition bottles. We're gonna smash those over the heads of some of the execs out there in Shang. And then we're all gonna be saying hi. Each one of you. You've worked in the train biz for quite some time, but I can safely say to you right now, you don't know nothing yet. And wait until you've had your fucking... Thanks very much, Irish Snail. Wait until you've had your mind expanded and blown on an absolutely fantastical trip, bullet train, fucking speed job from Shanghai to Anyang, which is where the ancient Chinese scriptures, the first ever record of written human writing, can be found. We can get the bullet train to there, and I can hook you up with a few scriptures. But the main thing is, guys, the money. Where's the money coming from? Leave it with me, yeah. Let's circle back and we'll fucking regurgitate tomorrow afternoon. All I can say is thanks for having me, lads. Connor, at your pleasure, at your service. And I need to get back to the track. We've got some stuff's going down in Alsace. Thanks very much. And remember, lads, please, don't put your feet on seats. Thanks very much. See you later. And then I'd leave the office, you know, and I've used the don't put your feet on seats quip twice. I got a titter. The first time around, I was on my arse by the time I was having to wrap up that little blitz. It was a blitz. It was a shit blitz. That's what I call those in you know, when it comes to presenting an idea, which I didn't even have at the time. Just put on the spot by your man who tipped and asked me what my opinion was on Erin Road Aaron and where they need to go. Chinese spy balloon was able to transmit information back to Beijing. This is an old news piece. Let's just finish top 3. Okay? Don't forget to come back here and let me know again. Don't worry about that, Ed. I'll be back very, very soon. And what's this right here, right now? Lovely scene of the Alsace region. Someone's under fire for the Playboy magazine cover. Missed that one there. Look at that, the Chateau de Barreau. Beautiful delivery. That's got my Merc in the back of it there. It's also got my couch that I bring with me. It's a 3-seater recliner, leather puss I call it. Swans, cows, flora, fauna. Just pure, unadulterated France. Chateau Chaffee, thank you very much. And Anti-Trockner, thank you very much. I was drinking doubles in Positano before your old lad had Renault 5. Thank you very much. 46 minutes and we haven't even fucking got behind the wheel. Can't believe it. I'm sorry, guys, for wasting your time. something about the Gran Turismo. It has so much about it that it really brings out my wild side. Car lover, thank you very much. You know, and that's one thing that the lads in Erin Road Erin said earlier on. You know, after I'd left the meeting, the phone was blowing up. WhatsApp was going crazy. I was added to 17 different train-related fucking WhatsApp groups. And the CEO was saying, Connor, loved the pitch that you gave. Wished it could go on forever. I said, thanks very much. He goes, what? One thing though, Cons. I said, shoot. Sent him a fucking reaction gif that said shoot on it and a picture of a man just shooting a gun. He said, why didn't you show your wild side? I sent him a voice note back. I said, I'll play. Have I got the fucking voice note?
You've driven all you can drive.
Just to prove it, lads, because I just don't want people thinking I'm making this shit up. Just don't want people thinking I'm making shit up, you know? But he did say, why didn't you show your wild side? I just sent him this. Just sent him this.
The reason I didn't show my wild side is because I wasn't allowed to show my wild side.
Do you know, because they said when going into the meeting, you need to be professional. We don't want you to be going mental.
The reason I didn't show my wild side is because I wasn't allowed to show my wild side.
Do you know? And he texted back saying, I'm so sorry, Connor. That was the directive. Come back tomorrow. We want you to go mental.
Ghost Cloud.
Dottie Lovelots, thank you very much. Ad for wife's Pilates class, thank you very much. My wife has just started a reformer Pilates class in South Dublin. It's basically Pilates whilst listening to Martin Luther's 95 Theses in the original German. A great way to build core strength while sharpening an awareness of 15th century Protestantism. Unbelievable stuff. Iron Rod Snail Run, thank you very much. Feet on the floor, seats galore. Shit blitz at Ritz, but we're playing the hits at 6. Just gonna maneuver this message box so I can see it a little bit easier. Love this Pat Metheny situation going on here. Soon enough, when the guitar comes in, you'll realize it's Pat. It's got Pat written all over it. So we're going to France, okay? Alsace. You know it. I know it. It's a great little place. I've already trophed it, for God's sake. But what do I need to do now? I don't understand. We'll go back to our fucking menu book again. Shout out to all the Dalkey boys. Steppenwolf, thank you very much. Menu book 12 Petit. It's in progress. Learn more in progress. Finish in the top 3. Hints. Recommended car. Do you need to finish it whilst driving a Megane? Is that what the situation is here, lads? Steppenwolf, thank you very much. Does anybody know why? I mean, I've come first in the Alsace before, so I don't understand why it's telling me just in a car similar to it in terms of performance points. So Kevin Joyce, thanks very much for answering my question there. I can't tackle it in the Mercedes, no. I would like to know. Click on the event to see what cars are allowed, Kevin. I did there, it said recommended Renault Megane RS Sports Edition. I have it in the backyard. It's ready to rock. Willem DeFriend, thank you very much for the tip, very kind of you. Nearly an hour, lads, and I've not even driven 1 meter. I've wasted your time. I am really apologise about that. Apologise for that. The Crawford has been renovated down in Cork. And a lovely Costa there as well if you wanted to get very caffeinated before heading into the Crawford. Pricey, but not as pricey as Nero. Actually, probably on par with Nero. But I have it on good authority that Costa really have the highest concentration of caffeine in their coffee as well. That stuff will send you to the fucking moon. Paul Pelosi's attacker has got life in prison without parole for the Hammer, and Steve Bannon's been released. Defoe's Big Toe, thanks very much. So look down here, look. Petit Cour de France. Starting grid. 12-12, country, France. You need a car that's French. That's the only thing. That's the only thing we need to do. Let's see what we've got in the back catalogue there. Let's have a quick look at this Chopin waltz that's been unearthed after 200 years first, though. I mean, these are pretty spectacular headlines. I mean, just to ignore them would be a bit, ignorant. I mean, Chopin, for God's sake. A man who wasn't afraid to show the world his wild side. A new piece of music believed to be by the Polish composer Freddy Chopin has been discovered 200 years after it was written. The unknown waltz was unearthed. Thanks very much, Omar. In the vault of the Morgan Library Museum in New York, the rare manuscript discovered by curator, blah, blah, blah. It's not signed. I mean, it's all... I'd like to hear about it. I'd like to hear the piece. He died age 39 in France. And we're actually going to be going to France now. That's where we're going to win. So this is going to be a Chopin special. Maybe we could pump out a bit of Chop. We might be able to pump a bit of Chop while we're going around in hope. I'm just going to reject cookies. Just see what... Just to spite them. Chopin Mega Mix. No, just Chopin Mix. Got France, thank you very much. Omar, thanks very much. Alsace to Lapland via Paceville, thank you very much. The Reformation was when the yogis converted to Pilatism. I saw your wife there last day worshipping in her Sunday best. The best of Chopin, Chopin's greatest hits. And there we've got an advert which we've stealth muted. So let's see what we rocking here. What are we gonna win in? We've got what's we got? Alpine, got a Peugeot, got a Renault Clio Sport. I like it. It's small little yoke, but it's a lovely nippy poker. It's the devil's poker. Has it got what it takes to compete with these lads?
You've driven all you can drive.
Ted Stickle, thanks very much there. Now, good move, we can get that into race mode. We'll change the camera to race mode there. Listen to that mega beat though.
Somebody call Grant Thornton. We need it all.
Fast, furious, pulsating, luxurious, elegant, sophisticated, fucked up, Renault, turbo. I like that little one. Is that me? Am I driving that? I thought I had like a new Clio. I didn't think I was driving the... Oh, I'm not. I'm driving a Clio. I'd rather be driving that fucking thing that he had. Junction 14 to RD, thanks very much. And Ted, who says his surname was Stickle. You managed to make me read that out. I've only just realized it was a play on words. Ted Stickle. When you say it fast, it sounds like a naughty word. It's not a naughty word, but it's in certain circumstances it could be. It could be. What about the Chopers? Let's get Chopers going. The man, the myth, and the legend. This is going to be absolutely
Somebody call
dreamland. This is going to be DreamWorks. Renault Sequester, thank you very much. Here we go. Where's Chopers gone? Lovely.
You've driven all you can drive.
Beautiful stuff. Shady Ganley, thank you very much. It's gonna take a little bit of getting used to here, guys. Nothing too hectic. Mr. Tickle. Which is what my name for the
You've driven all you can
accelerator is now. Mr. Tickle. Say hello to Mr. Tickle means give it a little bit of poke there, you know? Monsieur Chopin, the legend. Can't believe he was 39. And what genius he had in composing these concertos. Said there in the article it was a solo piano situation with that guy. He worked alone. And dedicating this inevitable victory to the late, great Chopin. You can just hear him there, going through the motions. Wonder what kind of emotions he felt as he composed these pieces. Crazy to think as well, there was no recording back then. It was all just written down and performed, you know? There was no listening to it back or anything. I suppose you would be listening, the only back you'd be listening to would be Bach. Jonathan Satchel Bach. J.S. Bachenheimer. And, you know, their minds would have been blown if you'd have shown them a fucking MP3 player or an iPod or, God forbid, an iPhone 15 Pro Max with upgraded RAM specifications and amazing new Apple technology. Amazing new Apple apps that aren't available on the poor versions, the cheapo versions, the SEs. Thank you very much, Hewis Lamilton. Chopin, thank you very much as well. Feel the dream here as we go into this last little sequester. We need to keep ourselves keen. We need to keep ourselves focused here. And this is
Drive.
this little lad here, Lewis Herbert, up above in the Blueser Renault 5 Turbo 1980. It's a nice machine. It's vintage, and look at the paint job on it as well. It's really nice. It's kind of a metallic light sky blue. See you later. Just give him a little shake of the fist there as we go back to the future. We're going that fast that we're actually going to start hitting the target speed, which I think was 80 miles per hour. We've gone well over that. Couldn't give you the exact miles per hour here because my speedometer is in kilometers. But what about that Chopin, huh? Giuseppe Chopin. A real great man on the ivory. And I wonder what he died of. Or was that just normal natural causes? Life expectation back in Chopin days. Probably not good, probably minimal. Maybe late 40s probably you're looking at. And then he bit the bullet, sadly, then. Beauvoir. I said au revoir to Beauvoir, and then he said, how are you getting on? And then I said, see you later again, Beauvoir. That's a terrible experience in Beauvais, flying back to Dublin there after I was, to go from the highest of heights, which is a guest of honor at the behest of Eurosport for the 2024 Parisian Olympics. And to go from that, then to having to fly back to Dublin via Beauvais. They really need to sort themselves out there. I don't know if... Can anybody sympathize with me there? Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Has anybody had to go through that? Has had to suffer through Beauvais? The absolute ignominy of it. I'm not looking for people to badmouth Beauvais. I just need someone to agree with me here because I almost missed the flight because they weren't letting me go through. Even though I was there in nice time, not too early, just regular enough time, You'd think you'd be allowed airside after maybe what? There's like 2 hours to the flight, an hour and a half to the flight. They'd let you through. Third, not great, but not terrible. And we're gonna go higher. We're gonna aim higher on the next one. They wouldn't let me through, and I said, lads, tick-tock, need to get home and flight soon. You're not letting me through. They say, no, we have to wait for these guys to go through. They're, some flight here. It's departing for who knows where, Germany. Another one was going for somewhere else. I said, but what about the Dublin boys? And he just said, nothing I can do. Wait for the screen to refresh. So I'm standing there with a checked-in bag as well, and as well as a carry-on. So I was laden down, and so many people waiting, to go through. It became a scrum. Became an absolute fight to the death. I went and stood and I started reading, hunting magazines and National Geographic and this, that, and the other, and become sidetracked, lost the train of thought. I didn't hear the announcement that the flight, people had to go through, and then when I saw that it was my time, already hundreds more people had gone through for another flight, which meant that I was fucked, and I did something that I didn't. That's terrible. So it's a terrible confluence of noises there. A mix of Chopin, which is beautiful, but the BGM of the title. Getting back to my incredibly 100% real story of having to push people out the way. I had to push people out the way. I didn't physically push them. What I did was something I've actually scolded people for doing before, which was I went low. I literally went low and metaphorically went low, and I went beneath the barriers. Do you know the way the queue will snake down, snake back up, snake down? I went underneath and said, sorry, lads, sorry, I need to get home. I didn't want to lie because I don't like tempting fate. Do you know, where you make up an stupid thing like someone's dying or I need to get back because of someone or other. I was going to do that, but I just said, I need to get home. I need to get home. And I think that look of desperation and the sound of desperation that I had made them realize that this man really did need to get home. I got up to the, putting your bag on the fucking belt, and I cut out there was two ladies there that were putting their stuff in. I just barged right in, and they were very, very upset. They were like, what the hell is going on here? What the hell is going on? I didn't even look at them. I was taking the belt off, the boots, straight into the fucking tray, put it through, didn't even look, just listen to them. Listen to the indignancy and the absolute, well, I suppose I was being the indignant one, but the absolute vitriol that was being launched at me. And I just went through and it felt great. It felt fantastic making that flight. Has to be said. But that's what happens. And it just goes to show that it is possible to do that. I would have thought in France, you're not going to get away with that kind of behavior. But if you're up against it, and your flight's gonna leave, that's Beauvais' fault. That wasn't my fault. So, But here I am, living to tell the tale again, And third place as well, which is a podium finish on the first time on the track, up against some real sweet French machines. What can you do? I think they asked for a top 3. I've delivered a top 3. And now let's just go back into this and give them the ultimate trophy. That's Beauvais away. Lovely, lovely presentation here. Just need to scratch the inside of my ear canal there. Got any tissue there to just get some of that. I mean, there's not any earwax on it, but it is just slightly lubricated with ear. Just ear. So that needs to be dried off because I don't want my fingers slipping on the wheel when we're in the middle of a tete-a-tete with an Alsatian, an Alsace, an Alsace. Yeah, look. Beauvais.
You've driven all you can drive.
I'm sorry. Mea culpa. S'il vous plaît. Mais j'aime la France. Et j'aime le Beauvais. Possibly, maybe outside the airport perimeter. Mais l'aéroport, say not good, guys. Say not good. And look, maybe impossible en future. Maybe, just maybe, you'll sort that out there because it needs sorting out. I agree with you. August can be a tricky month. A lot of holiday makers. You're dealing with the height of it. But I mean, just a little bit more communication. And I mean, what about that app, the Ryanair app as well? I didn't really get any. My phone was on silent, but you'd think that the app would override any of that sort of fucking silent business. Do you know? Thank you very much, Renault Megane Markle. You'd think the app would override the silent mode enabled. I'm asking. This isn't Beauvais' problem now. I'm asking Ryanair, but I don't want to go down that route. You know what they're like. They'll haul you over the coals. And then they'll laugh at you online for it as well, which is great strategy. The bullying the customers strategy really works for them. And whoever came up with that idea, it's definitely probably being well paid at the moment. Although I did hear that they left because they didn't like the way they were being treated. I'm not sure. This boiled bag of offal is banned in the US. In Scotland, it's fine dining treat. I think that one was last week. But I'm not sure if we read that. 7 minute. Oh, it's April. Yeah, no, I think we read this maybe last year. And that's a load of black pudding ensconced in some kind of sheath, edible sheath. That's all that is, you know? It's huge. It's absolutely huge. I mean, would you cut slices of that? You're not going to tackle the whole thing in one sitting. You're going to need a few friends around, a few people to help you with that. That's just haggis. You know, you just got to slay a sheep, get its stomach out, and then start boiling the stuffing inside it. Meeps and tatties. I think that's what they're into. Let's get back to the Apex. The Chopin is really bringing the elegance. It's raising the game, so to speak. And it's putting me into a very, very nice, focused headspace. Connie Sexton, thank you very much. Don't want to play the replay. Let's go to the next race. So it's a series. It's a race 1. Mea culpa. My mistake. Mon mistake en français. And we're back in Alsace again. It's a different kind of track. Maybe a reverse section or an extension section. Let's have a look here.
You've driven all you can drive.
Max Tomlinson, thank you very much. Connie Sexton asks, have you thumbed Johnny Sexton's new book on the flight? I had it in the satchel, but I just was raging. Actually, I didn't have it in the satchel because this is August. His new book has only just been released, but next time I fly, I will pack. Although I might download a digital edition for the Kindle. I haven't decided yet, but I'll let you know when I do make that decision. Thanks for the tip, though. Yeah. And Max, thanks very much for the tip. And well done on the PhD. Pretty huge decision taking that on. It's not an easy situation. I don't know myself, because I've never... Oh, I have to restart this. Never done that. You know, the college thing wasn't for me, and, you know, I already had a few irons in the fire, thanks to my father. Anti-Trockner, thank you very much there. My father-in-law has an inferiority complex about only owning a gaff in Nice. Tell me about it, buddy. Tell me about it. Until you have lived the Alsatian life, you don't know nothing. I mean, Nice has its charms, and, you know, I do summer there regularly. I was there for the end of July, just before the Olympics took place. As I said to you last week, you know, Tour de France finale was in Nice purely because, sorry there, a bit of spittle at the side of the mouth. Needed to get rid of it mid-race. Pretty hardcore maneuver if you think about it. Maybe I can tissue the fingers here as I'm shifting into fourth. Get that off the fingers. There's nothing worse than a slippery finger on the wheel, especially when you're trying to navigate apex after apex after apex. Yeah, your father-in-law, he's a good guy. I can feel that, I can sense that, and I know that he enjoys the house he has in Nice. I just feel for the guy, and I might even shed a solitary tear for him later on before I hit the pillow. Because until you've experienced the true wonderment of waking up in the Alsatian fields of the Alsace village, you haven't really truly, you've demonstrably not lived. And let's see, let's focus here, guys, because we've only 2 laps and we're in 6th. We don't want to not podium. We'll be here all fucking night. I tell you something, I was saying we're not going to be here all night. It's not going to be a late grind session. And I don't want to head into that territory. Higgins forever. Thanks very much for the tip there. I'll send on the message to Francis, who is allowing me to do my biz on the channel. I'm more of a kind of again, I said I do a lot of work in PR and crisis management, aside from all the business interests and that I've talked about in the past. It's just an area of my life I have kept relatively private until now. But it seems to be the workload seems to be increasing, but that's my fault, you know. I don't know when to say no. I don't know when to stop. I don't know when to say, Connor, you're spreading yourself too thin. Yeah? You've got so much quality at your behest. But your tableau, your canvas as it was, is too big, it's too wide. You know, you're going Sistine Chapel, but you need to rescale, reframe, and let your music sing. Okay, so we've gone from canvas to score now. Your score needs to be not a monolithic, operatic series of Vespas and concertos, but it needs to capture, enrapture, and leave the audience wanting more. And, so I'm using that as a metaphor for everything that I do. Basically, I'm saying I'm overworked at the moment. And I use the Alsace as my wind down. I like to use that region of France as my wind down. That's terrible stuff. Let's just retry. Canvas. The only FG I'm canvassing for is foie gras, says Brain Schlug. Maybe Francis can stay on late if Conzo can't. I just can't. It's not tonight. I mean, it's just not tonight. That's all I have to say about that. Thanks very much there, though. Higgins forever, and Mr. Tato, thanks very much as well. You sweet dreamer. There's a lot of Frenchies in this, and they would love to see me not podium. But I'm gonna have a caramel Freddo. Other miniature chocolate bars are available. And I think it's gonna give me the blast necessary to compete at this ultra elite level of racing, I beg your pardon. I said race there. I don't want anybody to think I'm trying to say that I'm part of any better race. Especially after mentioning all the Frenchies there. Nothing against them. They're lovely people, and I spend the guts of 3 months of the year out in France anyway. I'm basically French. Have you been through Donnybrook lately? I was gliding through in the vintage Jag, Sandpel in the cup holder, when a learner driver cut me off. Fizz everywhere. Right onto my Marks and Spencer's chinos. Everyone is driving like they got their license at Legoland. Absolutely rage balling at them. Liam McIntyre, thanks very much. Work stupid, not soft. I was actually in Donnybrook the other day. I was piloting a brand new drone, and I know what you're thinking. Who cares? Anybody can go and buy a drone from Harvey Norman's and fly it around. Well, one, you can't. You need to have fucking permission. And two, this wasn't your bog standard consumer drone. This was a fully automated manned flight. Imagine that, me inside a man-sized drone flying around Donnybrook. delivering coffees which I'd made at home artisanally. This is another little side hustle that I think you need to hear about and learn about, okay? Because the work never slops, and I was going to say sleeps, but slop sounds good as well. Work never slops, especially when I'm at the helm of the fucking the drone, because I don't do a sloppy job. I tell you what, I was gifted a fucking Sage custom unit from Heston, the man himself. I told you about this last week. I've since managed to acquire some special beans, the Bagugu beans. Don't know if I told you about those. Anonymous, thanks for the tip, and Ben Walters too. The Bagugu tribe. You may have heard about them. Good guys. Nice guys. Bean regarders.
Somebody call Grant.
Bean harvesters. Special fair trade setup contract with me. They're jettisoned over, and I just grind them, and I fucking turn them into the best coffee in Europe in my kitchen. This isn't some sort of fucking bean unit, mobile bean machine out of a van or a pop-up coffee shop. This is Ireland's, the world's first ever manned drone coffee delivery unit. Connor drone. Featuring Bagugu. That's the new bean of the month. The tribe, which don't liaise with outsiders. They've shunned reality. But I went on a fucking Heart of Darkness journey there a few years ago. We're actually doing corporate work for one of Musk's subsidiaries. A surrogate, if you will. Definitely something to do with Starlink. Don't know the ins and outs, but I was there as a wheel greaser, a luxury brand liaison ambassador, and an all-rounder. But I tasted the beans of the Bagugu, and I said to them, it's time. Just said that. The village elder nodded in approval. Our chaperone started to cry on the ground, crumpled into a fucking mess. I said, get up. You're making us look stupid in front of the tribe. I said, what's wrong with you? He said, this is the first time that the elder has ever acknowledged an outsider. I said, don't worry about it. Play it cool. We're going to do something here. 2 years later, got the first batch delivered there, and it's less than 2 weeks from harvest period, and it's fresh. It's so fresh. Stuck it in the Sage. Got onto Backhurst. Where's the Chopin? Ah, fuck. We need Chopin for this. San Pelagugu. Whacked those beans into the Sage machine. You should have heard the grind. Just thinking about it now. It truly made me realize how beautiful life could be. Poured that into the cup. Hit the steamer. A rich, dark roast. Almost like burnt toast, but in a good way. Into the cup. I don't do paper cups. I deliver a one-off, a one-hitter. Because I believe that Connor's drone deliver coffee needs to be delivered in style. A full-on mug.
We need an audit.
A Goo Goo Bean Batch, thank you very much. Backhurst was making the phone go crazy. It was buzzing, flashing, lighting up. It was ringing. The phone was ringing. I said,
Ghost Cloud.
get back. Get back. Get back to where you once belong. I'm coming over, baby. Open the doors. Open the D4 doors. And get ready for the drone delivery unit. And also, get ready for a taste like none other. Bagoogoing out. Through the phone and against the wall, into the fucking Volocopter. And straight over there in no time. The great thing about driving a drone, flying a drone, is that you can just hit the GPS nav, sat nav, just put in the coordinates. It'll do all the work for you. And you have nobody in your way. It's not like you're driving around Dublin. Traffic, buses, cyclists, all sorts, you know? You can just make a beeline. And, yeah. Park that.
All you can drive.
Thanks very much, Darjeeling Latte. Park that just on Nutley Lane outside because they said that I couldn't actually. Absolute cheek of them. The neck of them said that I couldn't land the drone inside RTE campus. So I had to fucking park on Nutley, and that held up traffic, you know. There was some guy trying to get down to Vincent's Hospital saying, I need to get to hospital fast. I said, look, buddy, I'm delivering coffees here. Can you not wait a moment? He said it was an emergency. I said, Backhurst needs the beans. It's like, get Backhurst. And yeah, he tried to punch me, but he couldn't. He didn't know how to open the door of the Volocopter. And at that stage of the game, one of the runners had come out from the studios and had grabbed the mug of Bagoo and had took Bagoo back to where it was quaffed in the upper echelons of the General Director's building, the Director General. An absolutely beautiful delivery. Have you ever toured the Darjeeling mines? That's another story I want to tell you about later on. But Google Maps, thank you very much. Henri Flame, D4 expert, thanks very much. Thanks, Connor. Really appreciate the insights into whacking beans. And he was droning on about bean extraction methods, says by Google Maps.
We need an audit.
Yeah, look, don't even get me started on the Darjeeling mines and what I dealt with out there. That's a tale for another day, but right now it's all about coffee. It's a coffee-centric scenario, and I hope to bring you further into that coffee sphere. But right now we do have a task at hand, which is achieving a brand new cafe menu book in the GT Cafe, courtesy of me. We're doing it for Sarah. We're doing it for Ed Wellburn. We're doing it for everyone who's tuned into this. We're doing it for everyone who's tuned in the past. We're doing it for tomorrow. We're doing it for today and for every other day. Just gonna have a little bite of a Curless Whirless and then we'll be on. Tam Fam, thanks very much. Hope you're getting on well, bud. Do you remember that summer we were up all night on the cans of Orange Plunder? How could I ever forget? Too many of those and it turns into an orange blunder. It can really hit you hard. It sneaks up on you. It's a creeper. It's a creeper.
You've driven all you can drive.
Or the curly whirly is stuck to the insides and outsides of the teeth. Darmody, thank you very much. Still some caramel on the teeth there. That'll just dissipate over the course of the race. It'll generally liquefy and turn into a nice kind of caramelatic juice. Let's hit the tar macadam here. No prisoners. No survivors. La 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 la. Any tips on car insurance providers? Allianz. Allianz. And I'll say it one more time. Allianz. Thanks, Dara. Peugeot 20814. Good night, God bless. Alpine A110 72. It's a nice little piece. But au revoir. C'est bon. C'est bon. Let's go down to second there. Let's not spin out of control here. We've got a 3-pack over here. Let's stay in line. Couple of Peugeots and a Clio. Oh, it's a Renault, sorry. It's a couple of Clios and a Peugeot. A Puge. That's fucking nasty enough. That is nasty driving. I apologize on behalf of me and the channel for that. Let's just, come on, let's just get a hold of this now and take control of the situation. Definitely a pugilist in that Peugeot up ahead. Christ. 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 Just not used to this. Not used to this machine at all, and the oversteer is just sending me to the moon and back. That's nice. Take out Papa Citron. We're going to be doing very well if we can make podium here. We could be here for quite some time. I mean, I tell you, we might not be in the right car. The reason I'm not winning the race, lads, because I'm not even in the right car before I'm starting the race. It doesn't take a genius to work that out. Somebody said to get into the Alpine machine. I mean, is that something we need to do here? Johnny Drone, thank you very much. FBD offered me a superb rate on my fleet. Couldn't pull the trigger. I'm a bit too agricultural. And their HQ is out in the Long Miler, for God's sake. Yeah, look, I mean, I'm not actually sure. Does Zurich do car? I mean, I should know. I really should know. Was out there at Zurich HQ. Out in Blackrock. Just opposite Frascati. And the wonderful building there. I think they have a building out in out near the RDS as well. Near Herbert Park. But Tell you, Frascati's looking great as well these days. It's revamped. We've got a great Marks and Spencer's. And a wonderful McDonald's as well. I'd never eat that shit. But I mean, I have. And I will again. But only for Scotty. Only for Scotty. We're gonna do this for Scotty, lads. It's getting hot in here. Just gonna give it one more tickle with the Renault Sport. Gonna do it for Chopin. Someone mentioning Camille Ty in the chat there. It's a great little situation. It's a great little situation. It's a great little situation. And that's a nicer as well. Show me your pan. Jonathan Chopin. Frederic Chopin. What a man. The man with the plan. The Pan Man. The Pan Shoper. Sliced pan. Lovely concertos. Concertex. Let's just throw around this with a little bit of sauce, a little bit of salt as well. And then we come out of that twister with a little bit of poke. And I think we'll go for podium. I think we'll go for pod. Podemos. Podemos. I wonder what Chopin had in the gaff when he was making food. Did he actually have a pan, like a show pan for show when the guests were around? Or did he just have a tefl, a bog standard frying pan? Was it cast iron? Did he have a ceramic pan? Did he even have a pan at all? Did he know about Japan? The country? Had Japan been invented then? I mean, had the world woken up to Japan at that stage? I mean, obviously people had told tales about it, but I suppose there's a lot of myth going around in Chopin's world and Chopin's era because of the lack of lightning fast communication provided by the telegraph. You know, I'd say you could get away with a lot of lies and fibs back in the day. Just go over to the next village and say, I am the son of God. There's a good chance that some people could actually believe you. Show me a good time is what the audience probably shouted at Chopin, which spurred him on, you know. Maybe in the early days he was not great, Chopin. He was a bit of a show-off, but he had nothing to really... He didn't have the goods, you know. And people like, show us a good time. Chopin, show me a good time. And that made him go back, and he woodshedded for years, I heard. Went home in a huff. Started woodshedding on the piano, on the Joanna, day in, day out. Lost all contact with friends and relatives. Became an island man.
You've driven all you can drive.
And, you know, his society's loss was music and art's gain. Chopin's air fryer, thank you very much. And that's the best lap for me yet. And we could, if we keep to our rota, our schedule, make podium. I'm not gonna promise anything here, but we've got a little fella, the Barry Beauvoir, up ahead in the red. Do you know what it is, lads? It's the reverse Alsace. I'm not used to it. Haven't done it before, and my head's up my arse. If it was the normal way around, if it was actual pure Alsace magic, I'd be murdering the competition. It would be blue murder. I'm not one for excuses. but it's a reverse track. I mean, what do you expect? That's another nice little lap time. Lapatismo. And look at the night drawing in here in the Alsace region. Beauvoir. Your time is up. See you later. Make room for the Kanzanator. See you later, Beauvoir. Little fist shake, I hope you saw it. Hope you looked out the passenger side there to see that. And we need to really make sure we're down to second here. And we're not going to go arse over tit. Arse into pit. We don't want Beauvoir getting a look in either. And over third, that's not bad. As we said before, the guys at the GT Cafe want nothing less than podium. And so far, that's what I'm delivering. Chopin au chocolat. I think we're going to lose the Chopin, lads. I mean, it was a nice touch, but he hasn't really brought the vibes to an amazing level, which I thought. It's kind of a haggis. It's turned into a fucking haggis. The whole enterprise. And that's some lovely riffage. Potty Bob. Thank you very much, Potty Bob. Flying to Zurich in December for the birthday. Any recommendations in the greater Swiss area, apart from the Eiger, of course? That whole region, the Jungfrau and Laughter Browning, the Laughter Valley. But definitely Interlaken. Interlaken, Grindelwald, Muren. See some of that scenery. Smell some of that air. You're going in December, it's going to be pure snow. So that's going to be hard to traverse, but it's going to be absolutely stunning. It's going to be an amazing trip. You're going to love every moment of it. Savor it for all it is.
You've driven on, you can drive.
Shock it or chock it to me, baby. Thank you very much there. And where else? I mean, if you're gonna go Zurich, how far is that from Bern? I mean, the Bernese Alps is my personal favorite region, which encompasses the Eiger itself as well, and a few other peaks and pistes, all of them impressive in their stature, size, and formation. But what I can say is, if you've got the time, the wherewithal, and the means to make it to Bern, you're not too far then from Interlaken, which is beautiful as well. So really just those areas. But look, just enjoy it for what it is, yeah. Go there. Don't kill yourself trying to get to this, that, and the other place. There's nothing worse than going away and, having too much of a packed itinerary in December as well. You'll have your skis with you, I imagine. So, I mean, don't be going off-piste. And be careful if you're on the piss whilst on-piste as well. Things can get a little bit hectic out there. And the slipping and the sliding. So you're wearing your beer coat. You start to think that you're hot enough and, everything's grand, but you could actually freeze your bollocks off. Or worse. Don't want to become a popsicle out there in Switzerland. It's not great. Happened to someone I know. Bit of shock and pop. It's almost 6 o'clock. And there we go. Petit Cour de France. Race 2. Alsace. Village Reverse.
Call Grant Thornton.
Hate the
We need
track.
an audit.
Hate the track. Still podiumed. Paddy the Shampire, thank you very much. Heading to Edinburgh with the boys for Staggeroony. Where do you recommend has the best vibes and buzz? Well, if you're, the scenic situation before you go on the piss, you have to see the castle. And then Arthur's Seat gives you a very good panopticon sort of view of the locality as well. As for the session, there's too many places to mention. It's like a theme park. So enjoy that, and again, take care. These stag do's, you hear about a lot of people going fucking mental on these stags. Take care and look after each other. Belgian Chocoholic 247, thanks very much, buddy. Sorry, more curlless, whirless in the teeth. I like the ambient sound of the paddock at the Petit Cour de France. You can hear the hullabaloo, the hoi polloi, the comings and goings, the trappings of race day. People there eating hot dogs, lanyard passes, race girls, Eddie Jordanian cream pipe special, the Beauvoir Beast, helmets, racing gloves, rich men, lots of rich men, playboys, the smell of fuel, the smell of race fuel in the morning or the afternoon. I mean, but we do get there early. If we're in for a fucking 3-course meal of a day, we're there at 7:30. Load out 7:30 into your pit room. Bit of fucking meditation, mind meditation, before I get the clothes on. The racing clothes, that is. I'm still in my civvies at the time. I didn't mean I actually did the meditation naked. That's not how I roll. There's people around as well. You'd be arrested. The gendarmerie would be drafted in, and then you'd be up in fucking Alsace court talking to a fucking regional judge, getting deported. But after the meditation, straight down into the race sweats. Whack the helmet on, even though it's still going to be another 20 minutes until I race. I like to just walk around the pavilion with the helmet on, and I have like a few finger food, bits and pieces, vol au vents, chips, this, that, and the other. Open the helmet hatch straight into the gob. Hatch down. Don't want to talk to anyone. I want to keep in the zone, but I do want finger food. Tam Fam, thank you very much. Burn me a new one, thank you very much. Deals have some decent dental floss harp picks, which are great for cleaning leftover candy out the mouth bones. Yeah, I actually have some of those yolks there. Where did I get them the other day? Wasn't Deals. I think it was Better Value. But where was I? Oh yeah, my pre-race strat involves finger food through the helmet. Helmet hatch down. Chat to the Jordanian Screamer. Get sat in the seat. Ask them to deliver the wheel. Plug in. Earphones in. Thanks very much, Jackie. And then say a quick prayer. Not to any prescribed God, but to just the universe. I say a few thank yous. And I thank myself as well. You need to be kind to yourself. I don't think enough people realize that the potential comes from within. The delivery needs to be projected outwards. One of the ways in which you could do that, through meditation, of course, but praying to an all-encompassing possible God, stroke maybe not a God, but just something. We know that something is there. PhD student finds something in Mexico jungle. A lost city. This is just fresh off the press news 23 hours ago. A brand new city. This is like me discovering the fucking Bagugus last year. This is in Mexico, though. A Mayan city has been discovered centuries after it disappeared under jungle canopy in Mexico. I'm gonna have to get over there. I'm gonna have to get over there tomorrow, I think. And the drone, unfortunately, doesn't do that distance. We're gonna have to take a Learjet, which is fine. I'll just give my friend a ring at Weston. We can actually drone from town, from our new coffee base in town where we're gonna base our operation, which is just in Dublin too. We can drone it out to Weston. I might even bring the Sage with me as well and see if the Mexicans want a taste of that action. Carpet Burn, thank you very much for the tip. Let's have a look at this city, lads.
We thought we'd show you what it might.
Just turn down the paddock.
We thought we'd show you what it might have looked like here in this virtual studio. This is a Mayan pyramid temple, similar to the ones that would have been found in the city. People worshipped here. Wrote rituals like
Why are they not showing us the photographs of the city? Why are they giving us a green screen and a graphic mock-up? I mean, I don't believe them, you know? I'm gonna have to search elsewhere on the web for legitimate pictures here.
and even bury the dead. In total, the team found almost 7,000 buildings in an area of the jungle about the size of Edinburgh. Up to 50.
About the size of Edinburgh, we were just mentioning Edinburgh right there. Ancient mammalians, thank you very much.
1,000 people may have lived in this area at its peak in the 9th century. Alongside houses, the archaeologists found evidence of amphitheaters, plazas, and even a sports field for an ancient ball game.
Imagine that. Ancient Mayan sports games. Unbelievable stuff. I'd say there'd be some death and sacrifices involved in that, you know. Maybe gladiatorial battles between Aztec warriors, fully charged, chewing coca leaves, no less, no doubt. Faces painted, bollock naked. Terrifying stuff. Damn ball court, Valeriana, houses, terraces, houses. And we've got a location here. In total, Mr. Owl Thomas and Professor Canuto surveyed 3 different sites in the jungle. They found 6,764 buildings of various sizes. I want to hear more about this guy, Mr. Owl Thomas. Just go back here and get the skinny on Owl Thomas here. Mr. Owl Thomas, Mr. Owl Thomas. Luke Owl Thomas. What a name. It's more intriguing to me than the discovery of an ancient civilization. Search internet for Owl Thomas. No picture of him there. Suppose he's probably shies away from the limelight. He lets his work do the talking there. You know, he doesn't play ball for the cameras, does Old Thomas. Fair play to him. Let's just get back to this situation here. Sorry, we do get sidetracked very often, and a bit too often. At the moment, after 2 races, what's the standards there? I mean, I've just gone back. I think I'm overall in 3rd and really need to podium again if I'm to finish 3rd in the final race. That was all 2 races. You were 3rd overall. That's 12,000 credits. A gift car, a couple of Chevys, and a Ford Mustang Mach. And now I've got some sort of card game. Oh, no, we win one of these. I get you, I get you. This is a new situation. I've never done this before where you choose a card. But that's great news. We've got ourselves a Camaro Z2869. It's a real muscle car. And that's beautiful stuff. Straight back to Ed in the cafe. Have a look at his head. See if Sarah's there as well. Maybe she has something to say about that resounding and resplendent victory. Just have a quick look at the Reap. No soundtrack on this. Wonder, can you actually put tunes on during this? No race, BGM, hide replay, replay options, replay loop off. No, you can't. Might have to Chopin it up again. No, we can't. I got rid of the tab. I closed the Chopin tab. He wasn't delivering. He had to go. Chopin had to go. No tunes. No deal. Let's get ourselves back to the cafe. Regroup, restructure. Think about what we're going to do next. How we're going to approach it as well. We did well. It was a good session. We can do a lot better. I fully believe that. Any Bagugu music would love to experience that culture. I'm not going to, I wouldn't say desecrate, but I don't want to. What they have out there is their own, and their gift to me and the world was their beans. They relinquished the beans. And that's that. They don't want to impart any more of their own culture because they see the outside world and the modern world, the technocratic, post-industrialized hellscape as just that. Something which isn't for them, you know? They've stayed true to their roots, true to their beings. They're people of the soil. They're closer to the earth than you or I. And that's where they wish to remain. They believe that when they looked at their photographs of themselves, when I was showing them on the iPhone 15 Pro Max, they felt beleaguered. Some of them felt beleaguered, scared, confused. Our interpreter said that they thought that their souls had been captured, and it made me feel bad, you know? Made me feel like I'd invaded their world. Check out that 1997 Pioneer of the full-size minivan. Beautiful piece of work there. Don't know why they're hooked on 97 here, but the first Mars rover, the Pathfinder, released on the Sojourner Rover 2. Great project. I was a part of the project. And, you know, Musk is doing his own little bit of Merizian business at the moment. NASA's behind, and NASA needs to catch up. In fact, NASA and Musk need to link forces. Maybe they already are. 97 was a great year, and that's a great car. The Jaguar. Lovely livery on it. Look at the lighting on the photo there. Perfect. It was actually ordering in the Starlink last night, and I gave Musk a ring because I have him on the hotline, and I didn't want to go through customer service, but he said, "Connor, it's no problem. Just I'll be waiting on a batch of Bagugus, yeah." You don't need to pay for the Starlink. Just get the bagoogoos over to me. I said, you're a cheeky dog, Musk. You're a cheeky dog. And I just heard a bit of bang, like. So what's going on? He put the video on, and he was doing jumping jacks in the shape of X. He did about 50 of them in a row, just. I was like, you crazy bastard. You've gone and done it. 1914, dangerous year. The German army. The first battle of the Marne. Wherever that was, probably France. Famous set of Renaults. And the Panama Canal opened in 1914 as well. Those Panamanian dreamers. I actually do a lot of banking out there. Mentioned it last week. The World Rally Championship only began in 1973. Would you believe? Look at that. Audi Quattro. Architecturally stunning, the Sydney Opera House. If it was made today, no doubt it would come under fire by someone giving out about its radical shape, but it stood the test of time, and then some. It's still gonna look very futuristic in 100 years' time. Not really a big fan of that sort of style myself. You see a lot of that in London, the Gherkin and all that kind of business. Too much glass, if you ask me. As for the Honda, what more is there to say about was it an NSX? Crazy car for doing 200 kilometers an hour through a fucking Japanese Tokyo drift tunnel. And Tokyo drift tunnel doesn't even exist, but if it did, you better believe I'd be in that. Look at that. Cockpit view of the fucking Chevy going around the Tokyo Speedway. Nasty stuff. It's got his wipers on, it's not even raining. Pure machismo. Pure machismo. Camaro Broseph. Look at that. It's got the Puma gloves on. Great helmet. Really nice stuff. I think that might be no, is that the car we just won? I don't think so. Let's get back to Ed. It's 20 past midnight. The first hour, unfortunately. Luca, how are you getting on, bud? We brought back the bronze. You finished third in the Petit Côte de France. Yes, I did. And that's the minimum, the bare minimum that you asked for, Luca. The bare minimum, bud. You should now be able to access missions. Visit missions to try your hand at various challenging and enjoyable race situations. In fact, missions will be the theme of the next menu I've prepared for you. I am excited about this menu. I really am. Do you take card? And we've got a missions pavilion as well in our little Gran Turismo world. Try your hand at a mission. And we've got a new cue ball scenario. Let's have a look at our collection first. French hot hatches, collection complete. There's no harm just showing you what we've got here in the back catalogue. Japanese sports cars. That's a lovely photo. That was beautiful. That was a great day. I miss those times, you know? You don't realize how good it is until you've you're looking back. I remember there was a lot of stress that day. But now looking back at the photograph, I'm glad that we went all the way out there and got it, you know? Look at that. Fantastic. Are you familiar with the term hot hatch? It refers to hatchback cars, powerful engines, sporty suspension. Generally considered to be the first hot hatch. Polo is a successor to the original GTI. Fabio, great to see you, bud. Excuse me, are you the one who drove up in that Clio Renault Sport? Wait, you're the former director of Pininfarina. Yes, my name is Fabio Filippini. Very nice to make your acquaintance, and please, call me Fabio. We're very honored to meet you, Fabio. Downloads. You know Pininfarina, right? Yes. Of course. After all, one of the most famous carrozzeras in Italy. Mr. Fabio also worked at the Renault design. For a long time as well, the Renault Clio RS is an icon of Europe's super mini segment. The Williams version of the first series remembered with particular fondness, like its forebears. The RS version of the 4th series model combines extreme sportiness with quiet urbanity. Design-wise, this car has sportiness in its DNA. Its muscular shapes, aggressive front, and concealed rear door handles on its C-pillars give one the impression of a two-door coupe. Thanks to this, the sportier bumpers, aero details, and low stance with 18-inch wheels and red calipers are sufficient to visually transform it into a little racing weapon. That was fascinating, says Sarah, and thank you very much. I hope it helps you. To see your car with fresh eyes. See you again. Ciao. Thanks, Fabio. Fabio Filippini there. An absolutely beautiful Italian Cubensis. Missions are now open. Let's see what we can do there. Maybe head to Deep Forest for the pass. Missions is where you can get a taste for racing in all sorts of different situations. For this menu, I'd like you to give one a try. Go to mission, select Magic Mountain to try your hand at Deep Forest's The Pass. Is that a section of Deep Forest? Is that a section? I don't know what happened there with the stream. I thought maybe the PlayStation had started to just download an update for some game or other, which has happened before, you know, and it absolutely transmorgifies the internet connection. But that's not the case. I don't know what happened. It could just be a general fuck up with the 4G signal, 5G signal, whatever it is. J. Renault, thank you very much. Very, very kind of you. Tuberty is after you see. We've got this little pavilion. It's a sweet little deal. Lovely little tent. Down the back of the Gran Turismo city. Mission challenge. This is a whole new world of missions, and listen to the tunage.
A new section called Mission Challenge. Magic Mountain. Beyond the horizon. Rolling Stone. And Moby Dick. Gone with the Wind. The sun also rises. The human comedy. Comedy, yeah. Remember, always, always drive. Never, ever don't drive. Never, ever chili and drive. Ghost peppers. Definitely don't have one of those before you get behind the wheel. You'll be in tears and bits. Subsequent crash. Subsequent crash. Never eat a ghost pepper before you drive at night. You'll be feeling alright. Beyond the horizon. Gone with the Wind. Moby Dick and the Rolling Stone. The Magic Mountain, around the corner. Beyond the horizon, Rolling Stone, Rolling Stone. Let's just get into it. The Magic Mountain. Oh, this is one of these challenges where you can either all bronze or all gold it. I don't want to, when I enter a challenge like this, it turns me into a gremlin. You know? It turns into a session. It turns into a session. What I want is to update my menu, but I don't think these guys... Okay, the menu book will... That's in progress. Select the Magic Mountain. Let's do this.
Goose Cloud.
Goose Cloud, thank you very much. Return to Witch Mountain, thank you very much.
Lovely stuff. We're back again in the Magic Mountain. It's Connor Williams. We're up again in the Magic Mountain tonight. Going for gold, but bronze will suffice. On Today FM. When the fun stops, stop. And when the fun starts, go crazy.
Daihatsu. What's this? You can't. This is one of those fucking mental challenges where you have to be perfect. Everything is perfect. Everything needs to be sweet as a nut. No monkey business. Come on, monkey business! Not bad. Sarah is there as well to show us that she cares. You got silver for second. Amazing work. We're gonna show you gold, Sarah. We're gonna show you gold. We're gonna win gold for you. Goldfinger. We're doing it for everyone. We're doing it for us, tomorrow, yesterday, and the future. And it's this turn that makes or breaks a man. And it's that exit which is brokenness. You get a special car for all the gold, says Jake. That's just sealed the deal right there. That guy clipped me. He clipped my wheel as I was exiting the Apex. How about this? Enough juice in the booster. Oof. Another new record, 3 new records in an absolute resplendent display of competency, of drive, of focus. It's all about that last little exit. There you go, Sarah. Open up the trophy cabinet. That one's for you. I think I'm gonna have a Freddo, John. I'm gonna have a Freddo caramel for that one. Look at that in cockpit cam there. That's me. Look at me inside the car there. Lovely. Look at that. One arm bandit. How many euros are the Freddos? Asks BOK. €3 for a 12 pack. And it's not just Freddos, it's a Freddo and Friends mix. Freddo and Friends, yeah? You might have heard them. This is their latest tune. DJ Freddo. Yates on plates. Thanks very much for the tip. Beautiful mountain stream there at the Deep Forest Raceway as we've just secured our first gold in a miniature series of what will be, I think, 4 or 5 golds, and then a beautiful prize card at the end of it. Beautiful prize card going right up, guys. Thought it was going to be a big drop there. It wasn't. Freddo Mihedo, thank you very much. Konzo, any chance of some election day coverage when it gets called? Shinner's set to get absolutely creamed. Creamed in what sense?
Creamed in what sense? Creamed in what sense? Creamed in what sense?
Not really sure. Not really sure if I'm going to be doing the election day coverage, but you heard it here first. From Yates on plates with a tip there. Says they're going to get creamed.
They're gonna get creamed. They're gonna get creamed.
From the Gooser.
Creamed. They're gonna get creamed. Creamed. They're gonna get creamed. Creamed. They're gonna get creamed. Creamed. They're gonna get creamed.
Mazda Atenza 15. I need your attenzione, because I'm going to drive right past you. Into second. High Speed Ring. It's a classic track. If you're an OG, you know what we're talking about here. We're going to go into the polytunnel. And then into a big bender and then a straighter. I'm not sure whether or not the little section is going to extend out to the straight. I'd say possibly maybe, because like how would you even have vanquished this guy up front unless you've gone around this last big bender here, which is deceptive. It's a big stretcher and you can go full gas if you know what you're doing, and I know what I'm doing right now as I encounter this fair lady. See you later, Nissan. Good night and God bless. I got golds to win and I ain't got time for you. Sarah, first time. Love you, baby. Absolutely smoked. What was I driving even? I don't know, but it felt good. Is it like an old Corolla? Don't know what I was driving. First time, every time. Apart from the times when it's not. First, Renault 5. CarPlay, thank you very much. And 3X Wives, thanks very much. How you gonzo? Give a shout out to Joe and his amazing Catman Wilbur. Wilbur, how's it going, buddy? Got some bad news. You've been the victim of bank fraud. Bad news for your cat there. Thanks very much for the tip. Let's get this going. Next one, please. Next gold trophy. We're on a little roll here. It's a little bit of a trophy roll. And look, it needs to be said, this is only a one chili race. It's only a one chili affair. That's the least amount of chilies you can get. But look, oh fuck. There's a few more of these. They're only small though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we get to see a few world locations and race a few different types of cars. And that's some nice Funktopus music right there. Uno Gelato Sivu play. The classic VW Polo 911. And look, that Firebird Pontiac Trans Am 78. A real sweet dreamer. Look at the state of this. Oh, he can hit the walls on that one, that's alright. There's a guy with a stupid spoiler up ahead. I'm transfixed. He's in 4th place at the moment. It's a Superbird, it's called. 79. Don't know what brand. Pontiac, maybe Plymouth. These are some American classics. Look at that. That spoiler is ridiculous. And he had the last laugh. He actually had the last laugh there, lads. With the stupid spoiler, because I got taken off the road. One, two. Firebird Trans Am. I can go a little bit more hell for leather, knowing now what I know now. Knowing now what I didn't know then, which was you can actually hit off the sides and hit other cars as well, which is not a gentlemanly way to operate your car on the track, it has to be said, but it is a way nonetheless. And so far I've been quite nice, and I've not done any bad stuff. Apart from that, that's terrible. Don't even know what I'm driving there. I think it's the car I won. God knows why you go and watch a race around a track like this. I mean, maybe it has its charms. It's high speed. Maybe there's a higher risk, you know, which adds a kind of morbid fascination to the whole spectacle. Some of these guys are see the way that guy was drifting his arse. He was letting his arse slide out to the side. Bit of concentration. Fuck. Dodge Super B. It's so people can drink and hang out. That's all you need. Here in the South, says Tanner Bowman. Welcome to the stream, Tanner. It's a quality name. Tanner Bowman. I'm picturing you now at the NASCAR, or at the round track. Just absolutely sending it. And that's just in the crowd. I'm not actually picturing you driving the car. So you're saying people hang out and get pissed and everything is in front of you, you don't miss other parts of the track, which is interesting, I suppose, as I hit off the wall there. Because, I mean, one of the bugbears about going to the Formula One is that, you know, you only are limited to a section, whereas a lot of the action is missed then. And I suppose you're swilling a few Bud Lights at the NASCAR. You're seeing everything in front of you. It's all on a plate for you, Tanner. And that's a silver. For third. Fuck is that about? I suppose first, fifth. Okay, so yeah, have to get first. I'm nearly there. Used to drive past the Texas Motor Speedway every day when I worked at FedEx. Yeah, no, man, so much of Southern culture is just about being able to do crazy stuff with your buds and no cops. It sounds like another world. It really does. I mean, it's definitely beyond my remit, Mr. Bowman. It really is beyond my remit. I like to play by the rules, you know. Any brushes with the law would be bad for business and bad for my personal brand, you know. A lot of high power plays and business deals being made with reputable names in the industry. I'm very focused on brands and engagement with customers as well, and the consumer market and consumer behavior. So, you know, going out there to the deep south and doing some crazy stuff doesn't sound like I'd be able to. It doesn't sound like I'd be up for it. I'd give it a go if I knew I wasn't gonna fall foul of the law, but I won't be doing it anytime soon. You know, and you might be thinking, Tanner, why aren't you showing your wild side? I think, you know, the reason I'm not showing my wild side, Tanner, is because I'm not allowed to show my wild side. Let's start that one more and get that gold and get it over the line. Firebird Trans Am 78. Smoke dust. Smoke dust. Johnny Bingo Bollocks. How's it going, Gooser? It's great to have you in the Goose Pod. Loving your work. I think that you're going to have a great year. 2025 is going to be the year of the bollocks. That's for sure. You can mark my words. John of Bollocks. Crazy stuff. Camaro. Keep it between the walls, says Jake. Trying, baby. I'm fucking trying. This needs to get his arse out the way. It's Ford Mustang. Plymouth Argyle, Superbird 70. What a crazy yoke. It's like a tangerine dream. Not nice, but I'm on course. I'm on track. I'm on the track. NASCAR. Fucking ass car. Right into the back of that one. What about these two chumps? Another lap per chance? Per chump? Another lap for me? Another 2 for ye. Maybe I can do this. Stingray and a fucking silver bullet up ahead. Corvette C2. Fuck you. It's a bad buzz. Bad day, Blackrock. Fuck. Better than before, has to be said. Christ. Just back from kneecap, perfect cooldown with the South Dub Cruiser. Thank you very much there for the words of support, and look, sorry I couldn't deliver the gold trophy there, and apologies to Sarah as well, who's just waiting up there in the stands, out of her element, in amongst the rough and tumble of the Southern American gentlemen, who sometimes are not gentle. There's a lot of beer being drank, there's a lot of high spirits, a lot of high-spirited tomfoolery and jokery and japery. How did you meet Sarah? She's just there at the cafe. And she always appears every time I fuck up or every time I win. She's a great Sarah. That truck has a fucking LCD massive display on it. It's a lot of money in that. It's a big operation. That's quality. If you've just joined us, this is the Freddo Mix, sponsored by Dairy Milk, in association with Johnny Bingo Bollocks, Sarah from the cafe, and the Pit Boys. There they are in their yellow banana suits. The Pit Crew. Just waiting to change tires. Big shout out to our American viewers out there, Deep South gentlemen, who love this kind of track work. Not a big fan of it myself, but I'm happy to be delivering a nice slice of American life to you, even though you're from America and you already see it all the time. They call me the Talladega Tiesto, courtesy of CDR&B, in association with Prola, featuring Brian. Oisin says that Eddie Jordan's going to be dancing round inside a cage later on in the middle of the speedway, celebrating my win and his acquisition of London Irish Rugby. Big shout out to the Tam fam. If you know, you know. If you don't, why don't you know? Tam fam says, Connor, I'm heading out to Golden Discs in Dundrum. Gonna pick up some spooky Blu-rays for Halloween. Any Rex? Well, I gotta tell you, Wicker Man original, possibly. Not the Nicolas Cage yoke. John Carpenter's The Thing, recommendation from Parastroika. I have to second that absolutely classic film. Kurt Russell doing the business. I tell you what, underrated game is out for the PS2. I hear that they're actually revamping it and bringing it out for modern platforms. Featured a kind of a convention whereby you have to trust your friends, and you don't know whether or not they're going to start bugging out. They've got the virus, or they're going to turn on you. All this sort of stuff, which I believe is kind of the cut and thrust of the very popular game known as Amongst Us, which I've never played, but I'm not sure whether... I mean, so that was like an AI version of Amongst Us, in that your teammates that you're in the Antarctic are sometimes going to turn on you and this, that, and the other. But yeah, I wouldn't bother streaming it. I don't think Francis would bother streaming. Look at the Pit Boys, just waiting in the rafters in their banana costumes there, just dying to slap a new fresh set of balloons onto the first yoke that crosses their path. They've been up all night on banana milkshakes. Banana milkshake mix from Aldi in the year 2000. Macy's milkshake mix. If you know, you know. Grigoski with the tip, thank you very much. Connor, the Sydney Sweeney murder film is on Prime, is a shout. That sounds like a horror job, is it? I think I'll give that a watch later on, actually. Let's do this again. I keep forgetting that I have not taken home the gold. I can't be celebrating and dancing, but the tunes are brilliant. It really is a DJ Dado Dairy Milk Freddo remix. Loving it. Northern Isles Speedway. Let's give it another blast. Yeah, Sydney Sweeney. Crazy Days. Into fourth, the arse of the Trans Am. I mean, I wonder, is that going to set me back here? But I tell you something, a few shunts and bumps on the side hatcher are not going to deter me. I just don't want to spin out when we get onto this final Benderino here. Fianna Fáil 2009 World Tour. Thanks very much for the Goose Cloud. As we come into it here, that guy got absolutely fucking Freddoed, and that's me Freddoed. Gonna have to come back for another reappearance there. As we Sydney Sweeney our way around this turn here, it's very monotonous. But apparently, Tanner Bowman says it's great crack when you're on the piss. But I don't think maybe being on the piss is a good barometer of what is gonna crack, because I mean, anything whilst you're on the piss could be the best ever, you know? Check that out, bit of spark. Ain't nothing wrong. Sydney Sweeney's final lap, and we fucking Sweeneyed it. It's gone. Sweeney's up. Eric Piston Prides. Keep it in fourth and use the gas to slow down. Okay, bud. I'm gonna use your strat. A Butlerian strat master himself. has entered the chat, has dispatched wisdom beyond the realms of my grasp. Somebody called Grant Thornton there. Dodo's just after throwing a fucking Grant Thornton my way. Thank you very much. Let's repay the gratitude there with a lovely bit of attitude. And I tell you what, the Butlerian Stratmaster himself, I don't think he was wrong. He's singing a song or playing a good song on his Stratocaster. Just don't fuck it up, man. You know? Don't fuck it up. It's a Butlerian. I thought that was the last fucking... Ha! I'm actually, I'm overperforming here. I thought that was the last lap 2 turns ago. So if I fuck this up, I have no one to blame but myself. And a Butlerian twist at the tail. Oh, Sarah is there to console me. Let's just do this. Thank you very much there to Fianna Fáil and to... Sorry, I missed another tip there. I think it was someone, Fianna Fáil, Dodo. Thank you very much there. Very, very kind of you. And Fianna Fáil says the banks will always have your back. Thanks very much. Let's have another little sip of water there before we go into this. It's almost 1 o'clock. Time to get down to your local bed. Unless you're me, who's got trophies on the mind. And it's a Butlerian strat of keeping it in 4th and only reducing power on the tickler and then increasing the tickler as you hit the straight, yeah? Sydney Sweeney it right round, lovely curves on that one, and then past the Mustang, Superbird Plymouth, giving us a bit of rapscallion. Someone gave us the rapscallion there, which is nasty. Fuck that. Let's do this for Sarah. Let's do this for Sarah. Let's do it for Sweeney as well. That's beautiful. Somebody called Crafor. Thank you very much for the tip. Lovely stuff. Best yet. Mustang makeup ahead of us. Sammy Superbird in his Tangerine Dream Machine. Gonna get laughed at when I go past him. And that's it. Stick to those edges out there. There's gonna be no oversteer. And full power, full gas. Full gas. Fuck. Bit like Pyramid Head scraping his sword off the ground. Still not a final lap in sight, but we're going well, we're going well. Just keep it nice and tight. Keep it nice and tight. Keep it nice and tight. Stingray, Corvette C2 ahead. This is where the rubber meets the road. The rubber bundus, the Bridgestones, the oversteer, the overdrive. It's like a fucking James Bond car. Corvette's not gonna have enough poke on the last straight. What? What? You're joking. Sarah didn't even show up. Sarah didn't even bother to show up. Probably talking to fucking Tanner Bowman. I'm probably old news to her now. PSVR, thank you very much. Have you tried the PSVR 2 with GT7? It's a different level. I haven't. I mean, I just don't want to go VR. I mean, I'd like to try it on a personal level, but I wouldn't be able to stream with it, you know? Wouldn't be able to stream, wouldn't be able to see if people are even watching. I'd be lost. Can't even enjoy those tunes, you know? Coming third. Like, I don't... It boggles my mind. I was literally going for first there. I was shaking my fist. The fist was clasped, ready to shake. That's nice. That's nice. That's nice. Mustang Mach. Getting there now. Getting there. Not nice there, but something. Some speed. Some speed, hey. It's one a bit Francis Higgins there. Happens sometimes. I have to watch a lot of his shite. Sometimes seeps in. Oh, you fuck. Sorry, guys. Who says Chicken Kiev there? Smullen24. I actually had 2 beautiful chicken Kievs for dinner. 2 of them. Two. 40 minutes. 200 degrees. Intermittent bouts of just taking them out so I could collect up all the juice on a spoon and redouse each breast with the juice so that the crisp didn't go too crispy, it didn't go too hard, you know? The last thing you want is a hard breast. You're basting, you're just basting, you know? For fuck's sake! Sorry there, guys, that's not good. It's just unbecoming, you know? Trying to maintain an air of composure, of gravitas. Just, who'd have thought that this track, which I was lambasting as basic, foolish, would be the one track that would keep me on my toes. I don't think Chopin would help at all, Safest. Just gonna go early into 4th, very early into 4th, and then overtake Trans Am. I like the fireworks in the sky. They really add to the ambiance. Mise en scène. But it's my driving and inevitable gold that will be the talk of the town. The talk of the town. Look, let's just get going here, guys, okay? I just need to take the jumper off the shoulders. I'm beginning to feel the heat. And for some reason I keep spinning out on this turn here. It's bringing me down. Mustang Sally. Backhurst. Backhurst. Fuck off! Get out the way! It's do or die here, fellas. It's do or die. We got what it takes to smoke these assholes. No, he always whips it. He always whips it at that last little bend. The scumbag. I know you're saying go inside, Night Owl, but it's too late, one thinks. It's all in the prep work, yeah? It's all laying the foundations. I just haven't been getting that right. But let me tell you this. This is where it ends. Right here, right now. This is the moment. This is the one. Because there's no foolishness anymore. Everything is clear to me now. It's been as clear as it ever has been. It's crystal. It's Swarovski diamonds. It's Bulgari. It's everything and everywhere all at once. And I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it right here, right now. Sometimes you just have to go the outside as well. Sometimes you just have to take that outside edge. What about that? Huh? It might just be a round little track, but the turns are slightly different. I've got the weights behind the seats. Ika-T. I've got the weights behind the seats. I'd premeditated that move. Maybe we could just do a bit of weights. Just to clear the mind here. Fuck yeah. It's all about getting that last little turn in. It's also about getting the jump on the bad boys from the off as well. If we can do that, we're gonna be laughing. Bit of Sampel, bit of lactic acid.
You've driven all you can drive.
D4 Ferrari, thank you very much. Here we go. Let's get rid of the jumper. It's holding me back. Here we go. I'm gonna show these guys my wild side. It's time to show these guys what business really looks like. They're laughing at me. They've been laughing at me, but it's the last laugh they'll ever have. And I'm gonna have that last laugh. I laughed the longest as well. Tickle that tickler. Just touch it nice and smooth. And look at that. That's fucking Fucking, that was butter, apart from that smash. That smash, instant mash. And I'm over. If see, the thing is, and here's the cut and thrust of it, guys. I'm going on Jake Butler's information, which is great information, has to be said. Some fantastic information. I've been getting the best results because of Jake Butler's information. But my problem is, I'm using that accelerator as a brake, effectively. And when you start getting into that, you're playing with fire. You're playing with rubber. You're playing with
Somebody call Grant Thornton. We need
Captain
an
Sack,
audit.
thank you very much. You're playing with tarmac. Let off at the entry so you don't spin out, says Jake. I can't believe it. I can't believe that there's a fella called Tanner Bowman who's from this place and he's watching. Watching me fail. We need to do this. There's an American called Landry up the top, and then Lopez, a Cuban, or don't know what flag that is. Flores, another American. Mendoza, Mexican buck. Then there's me, a couple of Brazilians, a couple of more Americans as well. I didn't want to make this about nationality or race. The only race is the race that we're fucking racing in now. Let's do this. It's a Puerto Rican flag, I think, or somebody has said Young Spuds. Let's just restart that, because I read someone saying their brake before the turn. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this for Texas. We're gonna do this for Austin, Texas. We're gonna do this for West Texas. We're gonna do this for Tallahassee. We're gonna do this for Dallas. We're gonna do this for the Dallas Cowboys, for the Mavericks. We're gonna do this for Dallas, the TV series. We're gonna do this for Stuart Dallas, the Cookstown Cafoo. We're gonna do this. The fuck out of my way, Dodger. We're gonna do this for Tex from Super Ted. We're gonna do this for Tex-Mex cuisine, yeah? We're gonna do this for the Dukes of Hazzard. We're gonna do this for Hank Hill. These two books, Flores and Landry, look, they're nasty. They're fucking nasty. Sorry, I'm getting a bit nasty myself, but it's just par for the course. The cunts have it. The cunts have it. Fuck you. Stupid track. Where's Sarah? Where's Sarah gone? You notice how fucking Sarah leaves when you start failing. Sarah's with Landry. Sarah's with fucking... Oh, for fuck's sake, lads. Come on. Get it together, Connor.
You've driven all you can drive. Now it's time to drive the drive of your life. Bobby Bergkamp, thanks for the tip. Just know Sarah's out there with fucking Landry. Or Bowman.
Firebird Transam 78 vanquished. Dodge Super B70 got him in my sights. He's no match for me. Gonna take him on the outside. That's how confident I am. Camaro, go home. Camaro, go home. Mustang Mick, August on Superbird Plymouth. Your ass is mine. Gonna take you on the bend. Not even gonna give you the fucking dignity of a straight overtake. Gonna overtake Corvette Stingray very early on here. What about C3 and this fucking hoochie mama up ahead? This is a good little run, this, lads. Don't want to spoil it. It's a nice little run. Feeling very nice. I hope Sarah's ready for gold here. I hope Sarah's watching. Looking forward to it. We're looking forward. No. You fucking prick. You absolute prick. Still another lap. It's still on. Oh. Arse! 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 Just fucking driving to the track. I was going so well. What was wrong there was hubris. And I tell you why, guys. I was doing so well. You saw the way I was fucking nailing those first few turns. I thought I was... Again, premature. I thought I was finished when still had another 2 laps. That's how good I was. That's how fast, how clinical I was. Fucking hot lap. Beautiful stuff. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter about that. It's cosmetic. Superficial. Inconsequential. Gonna use you, yeah, as a buffer. Superbird, gonna use you. Stingray, you're nothing to me. Corvette, C3. Just gonna bully you. Just gonna fucking bully you off this bend here. I could crush you in so many ways, Corvette. I could crush you in so many ways. Just gonna bully you off the last turn here. Let me at him. Let me at the guy in front of you. Let me at him, you cunt. Sorry for the language, lads. Corvette C2. It's me and you. Last tango in Paris. Paris, Texas. Texas home base. Texan hoedown. Hope you've got your Texan boots on, you little cowboy. What? Where's Sarah? These honchos ain't gonna know what's hit them. Heads are gonna roll, yeah? Heads are gonna roll. Super B70 in your fucking shitty lime green. You're a nightmare. You're a nightmare. You're a nightmare. Shit, this is a shit lap as well. What's the point? What's the point? It's a waste of time. Maybe a bit of magic. Let me show my wild side. I want to show my wild side. Sorry about that, lads. Just need to exorcise the demons. Clean. We're doing it clean. Ferrero Rocher, we're doing this for you, buddy. Kinder Bueno. Buenos noches, senorita. Fuck off. It's a shit lap. I usually have these two mung beans absolutely vanquished. Using the walls for comfort. Adios. 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 Absolutely murdering these clowns. in prior laps. I don't know why I'm not taking them to court now.
Oh, you fuck. You.
Sorry. All I can say is I'm sorry. Can't believe this has gone on so long. I promised myself I wouldn't get to this. It wouldn't come to this. Oh, that was nice. That was beautiful. What have we got in the locker? What have we got in the locker for these guys? That's fucking lovely. That's really nice. Don't fuck me up. Don't fuck me up. Don't fuck me up. You bastard. You absolutes. Gonna have your job. Gonna have your job. Just cool it, yeah? Just play it nice and cool. Don't think it. Don't overthink it. Just you do you. Yeah? You do you. There's no pressure. Because... fuck you. You're killing momentum by hitting the lads. See, I know I'm killing momentum by hitting the lads. But if you ever considered I might not be meaning to hit the lads. Now you're making me swerve everywhere, CI. Just absolute shite. Just going around on the fucking outside, getting shafted and just... I don't know what I'm doing. Just need to think about this. Is this really the path I want to go down at 1:30 in the morning? Having set a cut-off period there at the beginning of the stream, or what was it, 10:30 till 11:30, 12:30, 1:30. You know, this is it. I'm fucking done, you know? Fucking done. One more. when they fucking hit you on the side strip like that. It's nasty and it's not right, and they should be fucking disqualified for that. Where's the referee? Where's the umpire? It's rude and it's tacky. And it's not nice.
Somebody call Grant Thornton. We need an audit.
Kilroy Silk. Thank you. Away with the fairies. Too much side spin. Real crap turn. Bad technique. Poor execution. Pissing in the wind. Yeah.
Somebody call Grant Thornton. We need an audit.
Tam fam, thank you very much. Mac Franchine, thank you very much. I mean, I'm saying thank you, but I mean, I feel like I should be apologizing. Because I'm not delivering what I know I'm capable of, what I know I've got. And there's these guys that are taking me on the turn. And it's underhanded, sneaky behavior by a few of these cats that are trying to fucking ramshackle the arse of the car as I'm going around the Sweeney. Just keep your cool, Connor. Driving is like sales. It's all about the delivery. That's a lovely car there that I just overtook. Like the shape of it. I like the wheels on it. These guys are rubbish. They should be fucking rounded up and thrown in a fucking skip. These two are jokers, absolute joke machines. I wouldn't even laugh at them. Wouldn't even laugh at them if they were on display. Superbird. Fuck. Who are you? Who are you? Sick of this. Fucking sick of this now. How was it that I was doing so well in the early stages? You know, I could see the gold. It was just there. I could grab it. I could touch it. I could feel it. It's just disappeared. Remarkably vanished into thin air. Yeah? Intermittent bouts of tickler. It's fucking Plymouth. Some bit of joy there. bastards. These jokers. Standing in my way. You've no right to be there, you know? You know why? Because I took gold on the previous fucking events. On. Different tickler technique. Just gonna press it, let it off, press it, let it off. See if that works. I wonder if staying in fourth the right idea. Jake said it was. Get out of the fucking way, man. What are you driving? Do you know? Who are you? And why are you? It's not looking good for the final lap. It's not looking good. This idiot. This idiot just sitting on. I'm speechless. Absolutely speechless. Just have no words. I've no words for this. Shoulders back,
Somebody called Grant Thornton.
chin to the sky. Tala Test Center, thank you very much. Somebody says Bronze or Williams. Let's do this one more time. But I mean, do I want this anymore? It's 20-2. I mean, even if I get gold in this, there's still what? Another 2 or 3 to the piece to the puzzle. But if I come away with the gold, that's gonna feel fucking terrific. And it's gonna mean that I'm gonna hit the next session fully golded. Come on. Lovely. You're joking! You're joking me! Why do you tell these jokes? Why do you tell these jokes again and again? They're not funny! The jokes are not funny! Might as well just go to bed. Might as well just go to bed. Fucking gripping this wheel strongly now. Jean-Luc Picard, thank you very much. Crazy bastard. You fucking crazy orange bastard. You sick fucker. You're a sick individual driving a stupid car. This is not nice. This is not the way I want to be. This is actually turning me into a right fucking nasty prick. Don't care. Do care, I do care. Care very much about that. This is not right. This is not me, and I'm feeling very, very, very wound up. And it's unfortunate, to say the least, after such an optimal and optimistic introduction and couple of few nice bronze trophies, a nice prize car, and unfortunately we've been led down into a snake pit of just utter snakes. You can see the way they operate. They're underhanded. They don't play by the rules. And I don't think they'd even know how to play by the rules if they had a rule book. I don't think they'd even read the rule book, to be honest with you. I think it's a damn shame. Sarah's got Landry's jacket over her shoulders. He's probably in the Banana Boys pit room with Landry. Bowman's playing tunes off of his fucking phone. He's found an auxiliary jack. And I'm out here sweating my bollocks off trying to fucking get the job done. Sarah's just partying away. She hasn't even been in touch. Where has she been? Where has she been? I mean, these are the times when I need her. And she's gone. She's gone missing. Tombola away. Thank you very much. It's 1:45. If I can come away with something before 2. Back in Sarah's good books. Then I'll sleep. And I'll sleep soundly.
You've driven all you can drive.
Tam Fam, thank you very much. Simply say, my Sarah. When you came to my life, you changed my world, my Sarah. When I look in your eyes, I've murdered this. I'm just so wound up. Sorry about that. I mean, we all know the song. When I look in your eyes, I see my prize, my Sarah. Put a thin Lizzie there. Yenny technology. The fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? Gonna drop into third. Don't care. That was shite. That was a fuck up.
You've driven all you can drive. No! No!
You've driven all you can drive.
Lulu. Thank you. fucking cunt. Sorry about the language. Sorry about that language, you cunt! Sorry. It's terrible. 10 minutes left. Let's do this. Come on. Get those fucking headlines off the screen now.
You've driven all you can drive.
Bernie Eccles cake, thank you. Fucking dirt. You dirt! You dirt! You absolute dirt bird! You're. Oh, there's another lap! There's a fucking another lap! You shit! You absolute shit! I'm a shit! Fuck! Fucking melted chocolate on the seat of the chair.
You've driven all you can drive.
It's disgusting. Jude Law, thank you very much. I'm a fucking idiot. The pad is coming off of my headphone. The Bose pad. The Bose pad has been ripped off. Gonna have to replace the pad. It's not an official Bose pad, it was a third-party pad I purchased off Amazon 2 years ago, but it's ripped off. Fucking absolute idiot. I thought, do you see how well I was racing? I was racing so well that I thought that was the last lap. Couldn't believe that I was overtaking him with 1 lap to go. It's fine, these things, they cost like €2.50 to replace. It's fine, but it's just... We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it without the comfort of a fully adhered pad. That's what we're gonna do it without. Thank God for Chinese stuff. Because if you went through Bose, they'd charge you an arm and a leg. This fucking asshole. Dangerous, reckless behavior. It's making me fuck up then. Should be overtaking Corvette right now, but Fuck that last turn up. Scumbag. Sarah! There you are! There you are! That's it! That's the goal. Blood, sweat, tears. Fucking derailed ears. Blood, sweat, tears. Left it all out on the track. Left it all out on the track. Tombola away. Thank you very much there for the tip, and Jude Law as well. Sarah came out. Sarah. She came out of the banana room with the Pit Boys, the Balloon Brothers, Bowman, whoever else that was, Dara Darmody, thank you very much. Whoever else it was that was trying to steal her away. Fucking, what was his name? Landry. Antonio says Landry is crying into his helmet.
Somebody call Grant Thornton. We need him on.
Some days it just works like that. Other days, they're not your days, but these days is my days right now. Before 2 a.m. as well. Said it wouldn't go this long, but it has. It has. Shake and bake, thank you very much for that. Unbelievable replay. Classic muscle car oval race. Fucking hell. Actually shaking at the moment. What a performance. Pulled that one out of the woodwork. It was tough, it was touch and go. It was touch and go. But I knew that I had it in the back tank. Landry, thank you very much there for the tip, who just says, just have to pay tribute to the superior man. Thank you very much. And that's great. And not a sore loser, says Landry. And everyone saw that. Bowman, Macron Show, thank you very much. Very, very kind of you, Macron Show, Cardinal. He said Landry is a wanker. I won't hear any bad words about him. Indeed, I felt like I was anti-Landry, and people were saying that he'd been spotted with Sarah in the crowd. She was wearing his jacket and all that sort of stuff. It was getting to me, you know? Listen to this. World Beats. Landry. 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 Landry Buzz. Landry Buzz. Gran Turismo. We're back in the groove again with a beautiful gold trove. Tonight I'm going to bed. Probably gonna watch that Sydney Sweeney film while I cuddle my gold trophy. Podium, please. Podium. We're back. Back once more to say goodnight. The Banana Boys. There's the Banana Boys right there, look. We gotta say thanks to those lads. The Banana Crew, who was slapping rubbers on metal all night long. Big shout out to the media. In the media enclosure there, you absolute snakes. You were gonna try and make me look like a fool, probably taking pictures of me failing, thinking this will make for a great little montage. You absolute snakes with cameras. I got the gold. I got the gold. And it was beautiful as well. All the more sweet. I want to say a big thanks. Let's go back to the podium, please. I want to say a big shout out to Tanner Bowman. Forgot your name there for a second, but a real Texan who saw me conquer America. Yes, America is mine now. The Northern Isle Speedway belongs to me, and everybody who was there to witness this resounding display of pure driving perfection will leave tonight knowing that life has been worthwhile. Life has been worthwhile, and life is meant to be lived. And you've lived it tonight. I've dreamt it, and I've gone out there and I've won it. The Stig, thank you very much for the tip. Can we go to podium voice, please? Yes. I've done it all. I've been there, been to the top. I've been to rock bottom. I've come back to the top again. Climbed back to the top. It was nasty, a nasty little climb. But I want to say one thing. All the haters out there. I dreamt a fucking dream tonight. Yeah? You know it. I know it. Landry knows it. Sarah knows it. Fucking Ed Welburn didn't even make an appearance. Some friend you are, Ed. You snake. The Banana Boys, fair play to you. Ricky Bobby, thanks for the goose. But back to the haters again. I went out there tonight and I busted my bollocks to bring home gold on the speedway. And do you see your hate? You can shove it up your fucking hole. I dreamt a dream tonight. And you all watched, haters. You all watched. And you know what? It's all you fucking could do. I'd like to say thank you to everyone who supported me tonight. Everyone there. Ricky Bobby, The Stig, Macron, Dara, Kitty, Shake and Bake, Tom Bulloway, Jude Law, so many names. Tom Pham. And to people in the chat there as well. Antonio, Young Spuds, Brian C, Azatesco, Ika T, Jake Butler for your strategy, which prematurely given to me, I believe, but it took dedication and execution to really bring that home. You could have all the paper written in the world. But look at the Banana Boys. Look at the Banana Boys right there. You can have all the strategies you want in the world. I'm just gonna stay here on this one. But when it comes to the crunch, you need to know what you're doing. Did I doubt myself? Never. Did I know what lay ahead of me? Of course. Why do you think I'm fucking here? I've got a lot of work on these days. But I'm still finding time to hit the track. Still finding time to bring those golds back. Yeah. I'm making deals. I'm greasing wheels. I'm delivering coffee by drone, by day. I'm solving PR crises, multiple crises, by night and day. I've toffee stuck in my teeth. But none of this will stop me from achieving my dream to be the ultimate race master. That little fella up there in his booth. Fucking chancer. That guy's hair. Look at that lad's hair. I hope you can sleep tonight. After that. 'cause my heart is pounding. And the chocolate tastes so much sweeter. The secret ingredient is victory. Good night and God bless. Thanks very much. It's been emotional. You've been magnificent. I've been Connor Williams. Go in peace to love and serve the goose. Maybe 3 gold trophies, 2 bronzers. Bye-bye.